Liam, you are not with us today. You're in the future.
He is in the future.
Glorious Nippon, 13 hours ahead of you.
Damn.
I've already seen the Nintendo press conference. I know what happened.
Oh, shit.
Wait,
Don't get excited for Zelda. It's all about trains again.
No.
Yeah, I
can't
know.
even
It's
tell
not
if he's
great.
serious.
Do they?
I am. That's how time works. I'm already way ahead.
Do they?
It's already the next day.
Do they reveal Last Guardian exclusive for the Wii?
You?
No,
the
but
Wii.
Agent comes back for the 3DS.
Oh my god.
That's sick.
I know. It was actually really impressive. I'm surprised it ran.
I
but,
can't believe anyone remembers Agent.
Yeah, no, Liam
sorry,
mentioned it
Pat.
a few weeks ago, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Why
yeah.
are you talking about Agent? Stop doing this.
Yeah.
It's making me uncomfortable.
Yeah. So we've got a thing going on here. We're doing episode 44, and this
In a
is,
tangle of wires.
Yeah, it's a tangle of wires. We're sitting around here. We're exhausted because E3, and
Yeah, we sat and watched.
Yeah.
We're exhausted.
So we're recording at midnight right now. And what time
Oof, yeah.
is it on your end, Liam?
For me, it's 1 o'clock, 1:20.
Okay.
But I've been watching
Pause this for a
E3 since
second.
1 a.m.
Okay.
We're all pretty tired, I
Yeah.
think, at this point.
No, Pat, we're saying we're a bit loud because it's late right now, so we're going to try to drop the voices down.
You guys are doing your booming podcast voices.
Sorry. But
Sure.
To be fair, this is what I was worried about when we were doing the mailbag a little bit at my place.
Yeah,
and
I totally
Yeah,
get it.
now I'm
It's
sensitive- you're
and especially
sensitive to
because
it.
that's the neighbors that fall asleep and sleep through everything. These are the neighbors that don't.
Okay, all right.
Oh, those
we're going to
ones,
go a
right.
little bit lower.
Yep.
It's a late podcast, you guys.
Yeah.
So, obviously, our weeks are nowhere near as interesting as yours are, Liam.
I saw E3 though.
Tell us about
Well-
the glorious Nippon.
So, I got to... Actually, I haven't had as much time as you might think. I got here, and by the time I got to my apartment, it was like 8 or 9 o'clock at night, so I just, fiddled around locally that night. And then I had one full day before E3, so I spent that full day in Akihabara, which anyone who follows
Shocked.
my Twitter will have seen.
Of course.
I know, shocker.
You took that picture of you in the little kid house.
In the little kid house, it was great.
took
Yeah, no, a lot of good photos coming in. But yeah, no, it's really great. It's exactly how I remember it, more or less. One really depressing difference is when I came 6 years ago in 2008. Everyone on the trains was playing games on DSs and PSPs. Now they are on smartphones.
But we all knew
and
this.
I know we all knew this.
But it's shocking when you
just,
see it.
Yeah.
I was hoping somewhere in my heart that it wouldn't be the case, but I have not seen a single 3DS or Vita on the trains.
Okay,
No,
that's
no.
that. Like
The mobile market is real.
I'm saying, it's like shocking, but like you didn't see one.
I didn't see one. Granted, I've only spent like an hour and a half on public transit.
That's still a
But,
lot
like-
of
Like
time.
I see more PSPs
Exactly.
than that.
Yeah,
How-
for sure.
Did you take the shinny?
No need yet.
Oh.
In fact, I don't think I'm going anywhere that necessitates it, but I mean, I might. Plans aren't totally set in stone, who knows?
Are you going to go to the Suicide Forest?
At night
What?
when it's foggy and take photos. Yeah, it's going to be
Are
great.
you serious?
No, fuck no.
No, you should do it. It's
No,
cool.
you should play Outlast live from the Suicide Forest.
Live from the suicide, streaming live from Suicide Forest.
just
Please
plug it
watch or I
straight
can't
into
play.
this suicide tree.
The suicide tree, exactly. It's got electricity and shit. Otherwise, no, not a whole lot. Just convenience stores all the time because they're fucking great. The other night, I had a funny encounter where I went to the convenience store at like 11 o'clock because I was waiting for the E3 presser at 1 a.m. Microsoft, that is. And it was just packed with drunk salarymen.
Nice.
That's about right.
gills.
Nice.
Yeah, so I had to walk to the next one, and the next one was just packed with drunk salarymen. And I had to go through like 3 of them to finally find one with like a decent wait time.
Hey,
but whatever.
How are you eating?
Great. Food's cheaper than anyone says.
How are those square watermelons?
Far more expensive than my budget allows.
They're bullshit. That's what they are.
A watermelon. They are. I saw a watermelon vendor, and the watermelons were like, I think it was 3,600 yen a pop.
That's
which
$36.
is almost $40. It's about $40 with the exchange rate.
It's not
pretty
direct.
rough.
That.
It's close enough.
Yeah, fine.
Directly
it's
to
poor,
you.
but anyway. Yeah, so no watermelons. Definitely no square watermelons. Probably no fruit at all. Just eating an unhealthy diet.
Nah.
Just eat all the fish
Ice
you can
cream
get
all
out of the
day.
fucking ocean.
The fatty tuna.
And whenever you're
The ocean. I'm
when
not
you're
quite-
eating like
I had some fatty tuna. That shit was good.
when you're eating ramen or udon next to somebody, make sure to steal their egg.
Steal it. Yeah, that'll be a great idea. I'll get deported.
And
I'll
then
get
turn
fucking
into a
deported.
ninja girl.
Oh, that'll be cute. I can do that.
Okay.
I went to a sushi go round yesterday, and it was easily the best sushi I had in my
What's a
life. And it was
sushi
just,
go-round?
It was just
It's
like,
the sushi
you know,
on the
in
conveyor
Pokemon
belt.
Stadium
Oh, right,
2,
those
that
things,
minigame.
those
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing. And like, it was just some hole in the wall. I don't even know, and it was the best sushi I've ever had.
There you
Oh,
go.
damn.
Already starting off strong.
It's real.
so-
It's real. Okay.
It's real. The thirst is real. Bought some shit.
The struggle is
Bought a
real.
bunch of bullshit. Bought a Vita TV so I can do some bullshit with
They
that.
just announced it.
At what price, though?
$100.
That's,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what the
Yeah.
U.S. Well, you know what? It'll be region free. So once that device comes out here, it'll be like the same.
I should be able to use my American account on this one once that one comes out, because that's the whole issue that's causing the region lock.
Okay.
But regardless, I bought it for maybe some creepy something bullshit. I don't know. So
Yeah.
it had to be bought for reasons anyway.
Well, certainly, and I mean, and like we were both looking at it, but when we saw the price for the imported version, it was unreasonable. So, yeah,
Yeah. Oh no, totally. Importing for $250 for that? No way.
Yeah.
Like, totally not worth it.
bullshit. I said.
I already got a couple games that I'm like, oh, I'd like to check these out when I get home because maybe these will be good for the channel.
Like what?
What do you got?
I don't know. Willie, you might know this one, but I picked up JoJo Phantom Blood, which is
Yep.
a PS2 action game.
Yep, that's the old JoJo game. Yep.
I don't know if you have any interest in looking at that, but I got that. I got an indie horror game for PC that I can't remember the name of, and it's all the way across the room.
Sick.
Is it secretly Korean?
No, it's actually just Japanese.
Does it have a girl with long black hair on the cover?
Long red hair.
Oh, close enough.
So thank God it was a click beetle and not a house centipede.
All right.
Oh, yo, house centipedes are sick.
I hate you, Liam.
I love you too.
I bet you in
So-
Japan they have giant, like,
So
5 foot house
hopefully,
centipedes.
the
they
viewer
probably
or
do.
listener has gotten at least a chuckle at my expense.
Oh, Liam, have you seen any crows?
Any crows?
Crows
no.
or ravens? Because I heard that they're beasts in Japan. Like,
Yeah, they're super
5
huge.
feet tall.
Oh, I thought you were gonna make a joke about me eating crow for some E3 prediction. No, I haven't seen
no.
any. I'll keep my eyes out though, for sure.
Because
I didn't know that.
a friend of mine that went to Japan like a few years ago, she's like, the crows in Japan can eat crows in Canada.
Holy shit!
And they're they're also known for calling you idiots.
Yeah,
Because they go aha, and that means dumb.
I'll keep an eye. Yeah, I'll look around for them. But
All right,
none
cool.
So far.
Take a picture.
Although looking out my window right now, I can see a truck driving by with "free" on the side, so it's a good day.
Didn't you fucking texted me earlier, and you were just
Yeah.
like Stand Proud is just casually playing on the radio.
In a fucking like pharmacy. Where like all these old ladies are working and Stan Proud's just playing on the radio.
That's the fuck where he is, man.
That's pretty good.
Deep in the Mecca.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy Nintendo.
Enjoy the
Liam,
Nintendos.
do weird Japan
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, I already am.
Okay, we'll do more.
Oh, yeah. I'll get right on
Buy
that.
me Godzilla
boss.
stuff.
No problem.
Yeah, do a live episode of Creepy Anime Bullshit.
I saw a bunch of Godzilla stuff, and a lot of it's so old that I don't know what's good.
Yeah,
about
I'm done with the podcast. Cut his mic.
You need to take pictures and send them to me, and I'll tell you what to do.
Okay, I'll take some photos. I'll take some photos.
Okay.
All
Cut his
right.
mic.
I love you, Liam.
No, don't cut. Don't cut.
Hey! We're joined once again by Liam in Japan.
Hey,
coming at
coming
us
straight
from the
to you
future.
from the land of Boss Coffee.
Oh shit! Did you get to try a lot of Boss Coffee?
I drank 2 this morning.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Do you feel like a
Oh, I
boss?
love it. I've been drinking a bunch of it. I probably shouldn't.
Do you
but
feel
hey.
like the boss of them all?
Yeah,
There we go.
undoubtedly.
Good.
Liam, how
It
many
works.
desus do you have now?
Do I have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through my bag.
He's actually rifling through a bag.
Yeah, you picked them up everywhere.
There must be like 20 in here.
They were on sale, right?
That's all the Desu I need.
Nice.
Well, they've been gathering up for sure, and sometimes like citizens just give them to you as well. So
Square Desus.
That's sick.
I've been gathering them, and I've been exchanging them for maple syrup bottles. So
what the fuck is this motherfucker doing, trolling us in front of the Gundam statue? I'm so jelly.
That's so good.
I'm so jelly.
good.
What Gundam statue?
I'm so fucking jelly.
You mean that weird Pacific Rim statue?
that
That weird
Jaeger?
Pacific
Where the fuck
Rim
did that
AU,
come
whatever
from?
that is.
What is going on over there, man? How's the latter half of the trip?
Not much. I'll try to remember shit at 7 o'clock in the morning. See how I do. I went to some awesome indoor amusement parks here, which are totally a thing. In particular, I went to a Sega one, and not like an arcade, like an indoor amusement park.
With rides?
You get to ride Sonic?
Yeah, there's little roller coasters
That you
and
can
like
fit
attractions and stuff. Oh, yeah, totally.
It's for adults, Woolie.
Is there a bunch of Streets of Rage stuff in the garbage?
No, there's no Streets of Rage stuff. They've cleared out the garbage.
I wouldn't.
But
fit on
I got
those
to try
rides,
a
I
really
know
cool rail shooter called House of the Dead 4 Special.
Oh, special.
Special?
And House of the Dead 4 Special, I believe it was called. It had an extra word on the end, whatever. Is a modified House of the Dead 4 that you sit on this seat that like rotates around and they blast gusts of winds at you and
So
stuff.
you just
and it's
have
in this
fucking
big dark
afterburner on it?
Yeah.
Dude, it's super cool, and there's screens on the front and the back, and they just spin you around because like she's just spinning
But I don't
around
get it,
looking at
'cause
zombands.
I have House
and
of
it's,
the Dead
like,
4
super
on
sick.
PSN, and it's like you're just walking around. So how is it that you're
This
in a
one's way
pod
better.
now?
This one's way better. Like
Okay.
it's super super cool.
Motherfucker, did you play Gunslinger Stratos?
Oh.
No, but I'm doing that today. I'm going to arcades today.
You better
So,
play it as much as you can,
Yeah, hey.
so that I can live vicariously
Then
through
you
your
gotta go
today-
find Wada and just be like, yo, what? Why?
Liam.
Today is that and Guilty Gear Xrd.
Yeah.
Liam, you
Damn it,
and your
I'm
girlfriend
jelly.
need to do like a Game Center, like, please try this Game Center sequence. If you're recording it. Do you have a camera?
I recorded like a couple arcade games so far, but I do need to get more.
Yeah,
Like a
okay.
lot of places they're not cool with you recording.
Oh.
Despite that, I did shoot some film in places I shouldn't be recording because
Nice.
I couldn't resist.
Well, there you go.
You got to take the
Like-
train up to the mom and pop store that has like one machine
Yeah.
in it. You know,
Yeah.
No,
do an
for sure.
expose.
I don't know where those are, but whatever. I guess I'll spoil it a little bit, but there was one bit I couldn't help but record where there was a salaryman playing Patchy Slot.
Yeah.
And he had a baby strapped to his chest. And it was just like hanging sideways off the front of it.
Oh, that's
And there was just cigarette smoke everywhere, and the baby was not
Just blowing it
crying,
right
but
into the
visibly
baby's face.
unhappy.
Oh, lovely.
The most shocking thing
It's
about
so
that
bad.
story is that there's a baby in Japan.
yeah, right.
Oh.
How is it not fucking children of
I
men?
only got like
demographic
2 seconds
burn.
of that.
Yeah, no, I totally fucking dissed your demographics.
Why you do this?
Oh, just
Other than that, I mean, I've
Well,
just
have
been
more
exploring
sex.
like various
No.
districts. Went to Shibuya, went to like Harajuku, went to Yoyogi Park, Meiji Shrine. Like,
Did
lots
you
of
notice?
Nice places.
Did you notice the fashion change as you went from one to the other?
Yeah, undoubtedly, absolutely, undoubtedly, and it's even more stark night and day between like Akihabara and Harajuku.
So you said you went to Shibuya, right?
Yeah,
So you saw that statue of the dog?
Hachiko. Yeah,
It'd
absolutely.
be great if they bulldozed that statue and they had a giant statue of Avril Lavigne.
Sick.
Please don't tell me that's happening.
No, that's not
It's not
happening. But the
happening.
whole reason she even made that stupid song is because she's super popular in Japan.
Oh.
I was at a candy store and they were playing Hello Kitty on
Yeah.
the TV screen
Yeah.
very loudly. I know.
That's
I knew
good.
you'd say
That's
that.
good.
The fucking song. It's so bad.
It's
Yeah, I know.
so bad.
They love it.
It's so bad. Otherwise, I guess I went to like a ton of restaurants across like all the typical Japanese food.
Have you eaten anything
spectrum.
bad? Like, have you been like, ugh?
I went to this one place that I had been told was a nice place for curry, and it was just super mediocre.
No, man, you just can't appreciate the real curry.
I don't know, because I went to like multiple other curry shops because I really like Japanese curry, and they were all way better.
Nah, man.
I had been assured
You
this
just
one
don't
was
even
good.
know, you dumb Canadian.
You know what? Yeah, I'm probably too surface for it, but
So
like,
surface.
It'd be
That
great
was
if
how I felt.
it'd be great if Liam had found Revelations.
Oh, if only no.
He just goes down an alley and there's like a husband and wife fighting and and he writes down what he saw and shit.
It's at that big wooden block.
Yeah.
Did you see any? Did you see any like left copies of like Shonen Jump lying around or other jumps? Just like
what type of
jumps? In a couple recycling bins. It's not super common, but I did notice one or two. I've seen a lot more handheld game consoles since then as well. Because I've been on the train a lot more, but still not as many as you'd hope.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask the most important question, and the most important question is, Liam, how many tissue packets do you have right now?
Yeah.
Do I have right now? None, actually, but I turned down a lot.
Wow, you're strong.
I must have turned down at least 5 or 6. I find it endlessly amusing that they're advertising like porn games on them.
Of course they are.
Takes a lot of gumption.
No, of course they are. You're right. Of course they are. But
it's not for your nose.
What?
It's not for your nose.
Yeah, that's the last thing.
Would you even use it?
It's for your dick sneeze.
Oh, you went and said it.
He doesn't know anything about that.
Is Liam going to check out the Ghibli Museum in Japan? Asks Anthony.
Nah, I ain't got time for that. I saw it last time.
Yeah, eat shit, Anthony, I guess.
Yeah, what an idiot.
It's cool. But like, I'm been there, done that, got the T-shirt.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to say. So yeah. But it was good. It was very nice when I went there. So.
What is going on the watch, guys?
Oh, what's on the watch?
I saw Crow the other day and it was huge, but I think that's a different topic. Just because Matt asked about that last week and I forgot.
I wanted the Crow
It was totally
report.
bigger. It was totally bigger. You were right.
Nice. That's good to know.
There was Zone 10.
That must have been
but
it.
I mean,
It's like she wasn't following you, and then she was like, I'm sorry.
Fuck you guys, I've been following Zone 10 for a lot longer.
Yeah,
true fans.
Before Twitter.
The true fans who remember.
It's really weird because like the line between who is Zone and who is Zone 10 is so blurry. It's like, how filthy are the tweets to be appropriate?
They're probably fine.
That was one of the worst sentences.
You are falling apart.
You're not the only one who hasn't been sleeping.
And no, I have not slept. It's a busy day.
All of us
But
are
we are here
sleepy.
doing episode 46 of the
You
podcast.
tricked me! You tricked me again!
I got you.
I didn't know!
Despite the fact that the little things are moving up and down on my monitor.
That's hard to see.
Fuck.
It's the little things moving up
hard
and
to
down on
see.
your monitor.
That's why you're still scratching your dick.
That's why that's...
Oh, well, Liam's trying to bring
He's
it
trying
back.
to bring it back. He's turning the beat
Trying
back.
to bring it back.
I had
Liam,
to
we had to have a
Dick
talk.
jokes
I
are the
swerved.
contingency of
I
our
swerved
fucking...
so hard around like 8 dick joke titles last week to get the one I got.
I love how
It's
Liam
hard
is
work.
out of the podcast game like locally for 2 weeks, but he stepped right back.
He's coming
into
back
it.
in. He's coming back in.
Get back in the ring.
Well, it's like
yeah.
You're not
This
done,
is a
kid.
weird sleepy podcast.
I'm not
Because
sleepy at all.
Woolie and I haven't been able to sleep at all.
Nope.
It's what, 3 in the morning for you right now, Liam?
I woke up at 2 a.m. this morning, refreshed and awake.
Yeah.
And I've been... What time is it?
It's 4.
It's 4, so I've been up for like 14 hours now.
Sick.
And I'm
That's
like...
not too bad.
But you wake up at like what time?
What?
2?
Yeah.
You go to bed at...
Yeah.
5?
Yeah, so like...
Let's wait till letter
24
time,
hours.
and we'll see how Liam's holding
Yeah,
up.
we'll see how
I'm gonna
Liam's
get tired.
Hey, welcome back from Nippon, man.
Thank
Yeah,
you, thank
you.
was it glorious?
It was very glorious. Much
Good
glorious.
job escaping the
I'm
grudge.
happy to be brought back in glorious Canada. The Grudge was scary. They try to get you while you're getting on the plane. They don't want you to go, and the little girl's there.
I've said this before.
It's weird.
I think when we played the Grudge game, but the Grudge is bullshit because it's the only ghost that's like, I'm going with you.
Yeah.
Like, if you go into my house and you go to your apartment building as security, I'm
there.
getting
I'm
in.
there.
Well,
Yeah.
what would you rather deal with on a plane, the Grudge or the Tower of Grey?
Tower of Grey.
Tower of Grey.
You can kill that guy.
Not without a stand, you can't.
Well, whatever. Someone can kill that
Tower
guy.
of Grey will kill me like that.
Instantly.
The Grudge will terrify me. and then kill me.
So many days.
And it's also
And it is like a 10-hour trip, so I would hate to be terrified for 9.5 hours and die
then,
at the end.
It's also not
Whereas
clear.
Tower of Grey would just kill you.
Yeah,
And the Grudge has 2 strikers.
Yeah.
It has the little boy and a cat, too.
Yeah.
Like,
Strike guy.
Yeah, they jump
I have
in.
a serious problem
The assist.
with the Grudge rule set. Yeah, like Ghost rules state, I go into your house. Your job is to get me out of your house, or something bad will happen to me. But the Grudge is just, you came in my house. Fuck you forever.
no, you're fucked while you're in my house. You're fucked if you're waiting for the bullet train.
Guess what? It's a Grudge.
Yeah.
That's where they get you. The
No,
friend.
no,
Right there. on the
yeah.
cover.
I mean,
wow, you learned super good over in Japan.
Exactly.
He knows his
I-
stuff now.
I'd pick the Grudge though because like
You're an idiot.
like long-haired like Sadako types don't scare me. I'm
Sure. But
not
it'll kill
terrified
you.
at all of them.
But it'll kill you.
I guess.
Just
Not
punch her out.
you guess. I've seen every Grudge
throw her out
movie.
the plane window.
They kill you. Like, there's no
Okay.
ifs, ands, or buts.
You know, but like a creepy fucking fly would just be like,
You can't see it.
It would.
hard to
Your
no.
head just explodes instantaneously. You don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I guess it just seems way less threatening.
Yeah,
you
sure,
know.
sure.
A bug, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's an invisible
It is.
bug.
Long-haired
bug.
Sadako types. Whatever.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Don't you mean Samara?
No, you're doing Sadako, which is the ring.
I
The
know.
Grudge is
That's why.
kayak.
No, that's why I said
Oh.
types.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Because
The-
there's a
the
whole
subgenre
family
of girls.
Yes.
of girls that do that.
Yeah.
And
They hang out. They go on picnics.
No, they do.
There's a lot of hair in the food, though.
No.
They have long-haired ghost girl mixers.
Yeah.
And there's like spritzy drinks and everything.
Yeah.
So who are you haunting this week?
Tell
Oh,
me.
the hottest
I'm
boy.
working on this couple. They're kind of shit. You know, whatever.
I set up a video camera. It's hilarious.
Then that douchebag invisible ghost from fucking Paranormal Activities comes in and they all just yell at him.
That's a demon, though.
No one wants to
Whatever.
hang out with that guy.
That's
It's
why
a demon,
nobody
it's not
wants
a
him
ghost.
That's a demon.
I thought for sure it was a ghost, but I
I
guess.
know it looks like it's the behavior of the ghost, but in the movie they're like, oh, it's a fucking demon.
Oh,
That's
great.
nice.
Wonderful.
Stepping in powder and shit. What a
Yeah.
loser.
Anyway, I don't know. I came back from Japan, brought you guys a bunch of gifts.
Thank you for the
Yeah.
gifts. You fucking brought the coolest shit. Liam brought me the Chic Mikasa set, which is like
It's a razor.
it's
for
a
your
razor
face,
for your
or
face,
wherever.
but it's got like Mikasa doing a jumping slash, and it's like she's gonna shave your face too,
Right.
Because
All
that's
the-
what the ad was.
all the little blade recharges came with a little chibi figure.
That's
of each
awesome.
character.
And in fact, I'm the only disappointing thing is that you can't stock the replacement blades in her 3D
In her
maneuver
thing,
gear,
yeah.
because
Oh,
that
wow.
would be the final
It's
blow.
still pretty cute.
As well as these little like all you need is kill / Edge of Tomorrow
Sampler
book things.
things,
Yeah,
yeah.
sampler books for the manga.
One of them's for Billy, though. That's why there's
Is
two of them.
Edge of Tomorrow actually just called All You Need Is Kill in Japan?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I know.
Yeah,
That's cool.
The marketing for it, and it actually says it right there.
Yeah.
It just says, like, Japanese concept with Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise,
Like, that's how they're pushing it.
yeah. I like it. I like it.
Lord
It's
Zeno.
Virairu.
Why would you write the character's name if nobody.
Yeah, well.
There's some cool little like JoJo stuff here. The
You
JoJo
want to
PS2
tell what
game.
those games are? Just in
There's
case
there's the
somebody's on channel,
JoJo.
or-
There's, okay, well I mean there's what's clearly the JoJo Phantom Blood PS2 game.
Boo.
There is a
Can't be worse than CyberConnect.
yeah.
I doubt it.
You'd be surprised. There is a JoJo Leon like pencil board. It seems.
No, it's a fucking
It's a dick board.
sleeve thing.
Yeah.
It's
What
a,
do they call
it's a
it?
sleeve for your dick.
They're all the rage.
It's a condom.
Glorious
Dick sleeve,
Nippon.
Uh,
Where you put papers inside.
You put papers inside
They're
them?
paper holders.
Paper
I forget
holder.
What the fuck they're called.
Okay.
Paper is good for dick.
As well as a postcard with the Stardust Crusaders on
They
it,
get all big.
and
Should I go with that?
motherfucking PS1 classic underrated
classic.
sleeper
Classic
hit.
what?
It's not a classic.
Underrated
It's
sleeper hit.
Sure. All right.
Slap Happy Rhythm Busters, the first 3D 2D fighting game.
I thought that was Rumblefish.
No, this was PS1.
Count it.
This was the first fighting game that did 3D graphics on a 2D plane, and this game it has like a kind of like Jet Set Radio style character designs going on, and when you land your super in it, you have to do a rhythm game. and you get extra damage as
you have to slap happy it?
You do have to slap happy it.
You have to bust all over its rhythm?
It's pretty sick.
So slap happy rhythm busters are the thing that even if it didn't apply, Woolie would always try to squeeze it into every Fighter TV episode.
I need to push it.
This is an episode about Mortal Kombat. I can get slap happy in there.
Woolie has spoken to me about this game a handful of times since I first met him. But it's been one of those games where it's it's impossible to get. There's no way.
It's so impossible.
And when I went to Japan, there was 3 games I was looking for. Zangeki no Regenlave for
Thank
Matt.
you, by the way.
Slap Happy Rhythm Busters for you. And Pepsi Man for myself.
Of course.
The only copy of Pepsi Man I found was $80.
That's bullshit.
I wasn't willing
Pepsi
to
Man's
drop
a hero.
on a runner.
Damn.
He's the hero for thirst.
He's a hero, and he's surprisingly delicious and refreshing.
Yeah.
I will say this: if any of you guys have an affinity towards Bust a Move, then you'd probably like what's going on in Slap Happy Rhythm Busters.
We'll pop it in.
But yeah, man, that's a pretty sweet haul there. And I just noticed you got some special Kit Kats going on.
I brought us some Kit Kats. I tried a couple different types in Japan. And my favorite was the strawberry cheesecake Kit Kat.
Okay.
Which, if I don't say so myself,
that's bullshit.
looks pretty fucking
it doesn't make any
amazing.
sense, because how is it a Kit Kat at that point? It just looks like a slab.
It is
cheesecake with
It's just a flavor.
with chocolate over it, I guess.
There you go.
And,
Crack this shit open.
That's the sound of unwrapping things.
No, this is the sound of cracking a box open.
I bet that Japanese wrapping is really good.
How many Boss Coffees did you try?
A lot. I tried all the regular
Throw
ones
one
I
in.
could find. Here,
Yeah.
have some Kit Kats.
Let's get the sound
you.
of eating into this microphone real good.
Let's
I
work on
tried all
that.
the varieties they had.
I can only take one bite of this, though.
Okay.
Only one bite.
Okay, well, you didn't smell it first, man. You gotta smell it.
I smell it.
You gotta give it its bouquet.
Yep.
It smells weird.
Tastes like Pocky.
A little bit.
Tastes like Pocky.
Tastes like Pocky, yeah. Wow.
Not bad.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Doesn't taste like a Kit Kat.
Well,
Ow!
It's in Kit Kat form.
It just bounced off me
Oh.
behind the arcade cabinet. Ow!
Okay. They're not weapons.
eat
Come
more
on.
Kit Kats. You too, Matt.
No!
Why are you... No, I don't want it.
Oh my god. Hey!
Hey!
I gotta dig those up later. Relax.
Vicious battle of Kit
Bulby,
Kats.
you now have a bunch of strawberry cheesecake flavored Kit Kats behind your couches.
And they'll soon be in
arcade
someone's
sticks.
butt
How does this
after
make
they
you feel?
sit down on the couch.
Yeah. I brought Pat
I'll
back.
dig them up and give them to my
You want to talk
girlfriend.
about what I brought you back, Pat?
Yeah, so speaking of behind the couch, Liam brought me back a couple things, which are very nice. Thank you, Liam. I appreciate it. I'll give you your present later. But I accidentally dropped one of the things he brought back, directly behind Willie's couch.
Where it will stay forever.
And, we all had this moment of, oh. And then it was like, nah.
And then no one did anything.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was like, what'd you drop behind my couch?
And I said, it's the Final Fantasy 13 interview novella, part 1.
And I said, oh.
Volume 2.
And then we continued conversing.
So, Toriyama has decided that because they won't let him make more Final Fantasy 13 games, that he loves the cast, and you love the cast of Final Fantasy 13 so much.
I do.
You do.
That he is just writing and canonizing fan fiction for Famitsu now.
As fast as he can, yeah.
And there will be 3 of these, and it's it's written interview style, which I think is the weirdest part.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, Lightning, how do you feel about the Final Fantasy 13 series?
I don't know. I didn't read that.
And it's like...
yeah.
It's jarring.
Why?
Yeah.
Just stop.
He
No,
typed it up
just
with
drop
one
it.
hand,
Just
basically.
drop it.
This
The
is what
greatest
went
story
down
of our time needs to be told and retold, and
Yeah,
then
well.
told again.
The point where fucking FF10 and Bravely Default separately outsold Lightning Returns is the point where you're
Sick burn.
It's completely ignorable.
apparently it's completely ignorable. You're right. Yeah.
What are we going to be looking at in the future where kids are growing up that don't know or never heard of Lightning? What is going to be happening
sorry,
with
what
the
kids?
franchise at that point? Oh,
It'll be a paradise.
yeah, no, Liam, fair enough.
I think
But
I made...
the problem...
I think I made a similar joke on last week's podcast.
You did,
about
you
Japan.
did. You did.
It's an interesting observation because the problem is FF13 was announced in 2006. These kids are almost 10 years old.
If you were...
We grew up with a bunch of different Final Fantasies.
Yes.
From 0 to 8, if you're 8 years old now and listening to this podcast...
If you were even 9 at the
10,
time,
let's
where you
say.
have that first cursory interest in maybe what Final Fantasy is, for the next 8 years, all you got was lightning.
And you're like, that's what Final Fantasy is,
which
right?
is terrible, and why Square Enix is in a shit situation. And this was that issue Nintendo had recently where kids aren't buying their games as much anymore.
Right.
And it's the same issue where
we're not training the kids to love Zelda.
Yeah, and now they're going to do it again.
You got to get them young.
I mean, like
Hook 'em.
the industry growing is like
use the hook shot.
The industry growing is a reality that everyone's coming to terms with. It's like there is a significant number of us that are just like we are the kids that grew up and we're still buying these games.
Exactly.
But the new kids want different shit. And you said how many handheld consoles you saw in Japan over the course of the trip?
Over the entire trip, I ended up seeing maybe 30, which is
not as much as you'd expect.
Not as much as there should have been.
Zero on day one.
Zero on day 1 through 4.
Yeah. So yeah.
But and like a billion, gazillion, smartphones, and I always peered over everyone's shoulder and
see what they're playing.
See if they were playing and what they were playing, and it was always Puzzle and Dragon. Or Line Pocopan, which is the other really high.
It looks like if you're in Japan and you want to make console games, you better make them in English.
Yeah. Yeah. Sobering thought.
Did you catch anyone playing those fucking scam games that are all like pay to
Monster
get more
Monpiece?
turns and shit?
Like fucking Mobage.
The services that you sign up for.
I didn't really because
because
they're not the most popular ones.
Okay,
so I wasn't looking over everyone's shoulder. But I'm sure some people were.
Yeah.
I mean, people buy Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns. So.
How much Mr. Sparkle do they sell in Japan?
You got scammed by the scam game.
How much Mr. Sparkle do they sell in Japan?
And was it available in your home prefecture?
Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Sparkle was the detergent of choice when I went to wash my clothes.
He boasts that he will banish dirt to the land of wind and ghosts.
I always think we get every line out of that, and there's always one more.
There's always Sparkle, and you can do it. They're all classic.
Not a lot of depth. That's for sure. Yeah.
Liam, how was your week?
It was good. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about everything I did. I believe, it's all kind of a blur.
How much did geishas cost?
More than
Is Hitomi J-Cup one of those things that you did?
And how much do they charge to clean out your ears?
I may have recorded a bit with Hitomi J-Cup.
I don't think you did, because I would be viciously stealing that footage from you right now.
Well, anyway, not the person, but a DVD maybe.
Okay.
The Q-tip geishas are the ones that you really want to find.
I saw.
You found them?
For one of those.
The comic places?
Not going anywhere near this place.
You know what? I could go for some Q-tipping.
Oh, I'm sure you could. If you pay extra, you get your head on
Get in there.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Look into their eyes.
No, I don't want to do that. No. No.
Don't flinch or she'll
see the lack of a soul.
That's immoral.
Yeah. So it's all a blur, but I think I went and saw the Gundam this week. That may have been last week. That was really sick. It is huge and beautiful and super detailed. The text is really nicely printed.
Someone wanted to know if you ever made it out to the Ghibli Museum.
No.
No,
I went last time.
He asked that last weekend, and it
was
like, it was, you went the first time.
I went the first time I went to Japan, so I didn't really feel the need to go again.
Right.
I went to a couple, indoor amusement parks, played a bunch of arcade games, Gunslinger Stratos 2. It is way better than you expect, and I'm not trying to rub it in, but
rub it in.
It is way better than you expect.
Rub it in real
to
good.
me the defining game that is arcades still have a place.
Here they don't.
You can't do that at home. It would cost $200 for peripherals of that quality.
Okay, so just walk me through it. You're dual wielding
light guns,
changing
that are really big,
changing
and nice,
the position,
and they've both got sticks on them, and they've got a couple buttons for jump and dash. And then you can put the guns on top of each other, or to the side of each other. And they have these magnets, so they click.
They click together.
They forcibly move into the right spots when they get near each other. And it feels really good and satisfying.
Man, that is some Sentai shit.
Well, what I'm thinking of in my head is you're standing there doing Dante's $1,000,000.
I was going to say, that sounds like an arcade Devil May Cry game.
Turning around, double wielding,
enough, I'm sure.
You have to be cool enough, though.
Yeah. It's not just rail gunning. You run and jump in these arenas, and you move in
massive,
space, and you look around and stuff. Really
and
elaborate
sticks
game.
on the guns are controlling
the
character.
rotate the camera. And there's a
Woolie,
jump
if you were to
button,
go
and
to
hold
Japan,
jump as high as you want.
If you were to go to Japan, we could have a Woolie versus Daigo round.
Yeah, right, in Gunslinger. I know. Because the thing is, the jumping in that game reminds me of Legend of Kage.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
exactly
jumping like that since that fucking game.
It is exactly the same. I didn't explore it too deeply, but it felt like it was exactly the same. You hold as high as you want to go.
Ah, motherfucker. Alright.
It was great. I played Operation Ghost, which is the sequel to Ghost Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, man. That is way better than Ghost Squad.
Does it have all the ladies with bikinis in it?
No.
Oh.
Probably
all
one of the best
console
light gun
exclusive
games I've played. Really, like, high production values. You play as the same, like, cheeseball characters from Ghost Squad. The game just feels good.
Now-
the guns really...
Now,
like,
Liam, do me a
premium
favor and don't tell me that. And so I was walking down and I just saw that there was Virtual Cop 4.
Yeah.
That was just new and nobody knew
No
about
one
it.
touched it.
shit. Well, I did play Virtua Cop... No, I didn't.
Because I remember going to an
Because-
arcade at my local arcade back where I used to live, and I just walked in, like, I want to say in 2006, and Virtual Cop 3 was just there. I was like, where did this come from? This is so amazing!
And then when you
exists,
told me about
yeah.
it like 3 years later, you there's Virtual Cop 3, and I was like, as if they'd never make that. And you're like, no, they made it. I was like,
It's
right.
the idea that Virtual Cop 4 exists somewhere, but I can't.
But
it's
you
like-
can't play it.
It's like,
yeah.
it's your Gunslinger Stratos thing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
It's sitting right next to Time Crisis 7.
Yeah. No, but Operation Ghost, I had no clue that existed, and that was awesome. I played a lot of Project Diva Arcade.
Yeah, you
Just,
did,
Like,
you
can't
bastard.
play that anywhere
you
else.
jump out any
It's
windows?
fun. No.
Yeah. More!
That video gets me every time. It's the fucking best.
But you got your lifetime's fill of...
Not lifetimes, but a couple hours.
Alright, you're good-
I played
you're
the
good
Puzzle
for a
and
while.
Dragons arcade game. Played a couple odd other ones.
Any of those big, card table games?
Those, I love them. Because you know I love card games.
Yeah.
I cannot rationalize buying a good enough amount of cards to play it for like a few days.
Tops, right.
Because by the time I come back, it'll be
Right.
the next one.
Right.
Otherwise, you'd have to get enough cards for like 5 people.
Yeah.
And just
Well, no,
here's the game, everyone!
It would only cost me like $15 or $20, but it would still be like I'm gonna play this like 3 times while I'm here. I'm gonna have a hard time understanding it because there's so much. I'm gonna be on a timer because it's an arcade
Of
game.
course.
And then I'm never gonna get to use them ever again.
But you spectated the shit out of
I
that.
spectated for like a good hour total. It was super entertaining.
Okay.
What's the smoking level currently at
High.
Japanese arcades?
High.
High?
But some floors have like no smoking.
Oh, fantastic.
But not the fighting game floors.
It's a part of the fucking
I
culture.
played Guilty Gear Xrd.
You played Xrd?
Yeah. My first 100 yen coin was the most vicious assault by a CPU I have ever experienced. I got fucking like massacred.
You
the
were
first
thinking
time.
of asking for a refund.
I felt almost because like it was doing like 14 like to 20 hit combos on me,
And you weren't bursting.
I was bursting. It was just better. And I didn't know my moves at all.
What,
And I went into it. It took me a few plays to like actually get into a groove. I was playing as Chip.
Okay, and who fought you?
Various.
Oh, okay.
No other players. Guilty Gear's like
This is just
there
a
was like 3
CPU.
cabinets. It was just the CPU.
Oh, okay.
It was just that good.
How does it look, though?
It's beautiful.
Oh,
Of course.
It's beautiful.
Oh.
Granted, the screen on the cabinet wasn't the best. It was
Why was it
wasn't
yellowed
the
with
official
smoke?
Guilty Gear Xrd
Yeah.
screen. It was some
That's
other
pretty
repurposed
quick.
But like,
cabinet.
For that
like,
to have already done that.
but Ed Boon, Gerstmann, everybody's just saying like you see this in person, and it's like they're working magic
Beautiful.
with the Unreal
Oh,
Engine.
it looks way better in person than it does in video.
As
Especially when you're
always.
playing it, because you don't even think about watching it. You're
Yeah.
just playing it. And it's just
And like
it
so many
feels
people
good.
are even doing stuff like giving you instructions on how to watch Guilty Gear Xrd gameplay in 60 frames per second on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you have to use a specific browser and you have to put up the speed
You have to do
because
some odd
when you
stuff,
watch
yeah.
it regularly, the gameplay they uploaded is like molasses slow.
Yeah, you need
so
to
you have to
use special-
zoom up the speed in another browser
The internet
to
is-
look at it.
the internet's not
You
worthy.
use Chrome and you use the fast forward and you record you
Yeah.
when you spit out your own footage you record it at 30 frames a second at half
At
speed.
half speed.
Oh
and then
my
you have to
God.
double it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you just make it twice as long.
Exactly.
And-
Jeez.
I
okay.
played a bit more Ultra, and like it was good. There was a lot of back and forth. There was one like really godlike Ryu player, was not Daigo,
Yeah.
but really good Ryu
Yeah.
player.
No.
Um,
there would be.
And there was this one old man who had like gray white hair, who was at least in his 50s,
Beyond Salaryman.
and he sat down, and I'm like, I don't know if this guy's gonna be any good. I don't know. fucking kicked my ass.
Of course he did.
Oh my god, he was amazing.
It was Ono's dad.
He was playing Zangief.
Awesome.
Against
he was!
Against my Hakan.
Awesome.
And I'm like, okay, I'll at least get some... But, like, he would drop combos early and backdash, so my EX SPD to get him would whiff, and then he'd green hand me and just come in, and I'd be like...
Yeah, the dude...
Fuck you!
Dude sits down and he was like, who's this OG-san, you know?
No, he was really good. Like,
Nice.
I played
Okay.
like a bunch of... I lost a lot of money to him.
Oh.
Because 100 yen
There
per
you go.
loss, you
There
know?
you
At
go.
least it's 3 of 5.
What is that, like $10?
That's like $20. Not
Okay.
a buck.
And he,
Stop!
he,
Every time, I'm not good at it either, but you keep persisting that you know how to do this.
he went home and he told his
That was a joke,
grandkids
Matt.
that
I
he,
Come on.
don't think it
he
was
defended
actually.
Japan's honor that day.
Oh, he did. Yeah,
Yeah, no, he
no,
did a good
it was
job.
good though. I had a lot of fun in the arcades. I wish they existed here.
Nice. Okay,
Lots of
okay.
tears. I ate so much curry. I love Japanese curry. I love it.
Like, after the bad place, you found some more good places?
Oh yeah,
Good.
tons of good places.
Good,
like
good,
there was one shit restaurant, and then there was a Chili's Texas Grill in the Calgary airport that made me want to fucking throw up halfway.
Oh, of course.
Worst
Did
food
you
ever.
go to America Town for dinner?
No.
Or why would you not go to America Town when you're in Japan?
Why didn't you go to
To
Canada
eat
Town?
Japanese food. Okay, I'm fascinated that at all the American restaurants, one of the menu items that they always put like in the front, because you know how they have like plastic food items in the front,
Yeah.
is the burger tower.
Yeah.
And I look at that and I'm like,
Who?
does that exist in the States? Like,
No.
do they sell that in the States? I don't think so. And then I look up and I realize that all the waiters are wearing cowboy hats and bandanas, and I'm like, you know what? And then I turn around and there's plastic guns littering the restaurant. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave that.
The curry places, is it spicy curry? Or is it,
Can
just
be
like...
spicy. It
Okay.
can be spicy.
But the stuff that you were getting is usually like just flavored curry, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Okay.
I love Japanese curry though. It's great. I love curry in general.
Sure.
Calm down.
Fucking love curry!
It's so good. Pour it all over.
Also, I forgot, Liam got the GunCon 2, so we can see if that works on any of our TV.
Yeah, I bought him that, and I got a bunch of games like the simple 1500 series, The Shooting,
The shooting!
which is sure to be
That's
special,
I can't. That's such a great
and a
name.
bunch of games like Damn Stompland. I don't know what that
Why?
is, but we're
Why?
gonna look at it.
What
sounds
is it,
pretty good.
though?
That
I don't
sounds pretty
know,
good.
but we're gonna look at it.
Hello.
Konnichiwa.
Hey, listeners, welcome to the Super Best Friendcast.
Episode.
Actually-
This is the weird one.
This is the weird one. This is
Again.
episode
Again.
60.
Again.
Yeah.
60.
Yeah, yeah.
Almost
And,
old enough to steal.
It's not Konnichiwa yet, Matt. It's still morning over here. It's still
Oh, it's a
Ohio.
different thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. What is
yeah.
it? There's 3 of them. Man.
There's Ohio gozaimasu, and that's
Hi.
good morning.
There's Konnichiwa,
Yeah.
and then there's
Hello.
Konbanwa,
which is
later
good
on.
evening.
It's
Yeah.
what?
Konbanwa.
Oh, I heard Benoit, and I was
Yeah.
like, what? That's awesome.
Which one's try your best again?
Gambate.
Ganbae.
Gambate? Yeah. Do your best,
Or, no,
Woolie.
So, when it's evening time, you just put people in the crippler crossface,
That's
and
right.
that's how they know they're
That's
going to have a
right.
good evening.
Absolutely.
I had a guy send me a message, and it had a picture from his psych textbook talking about steroid rage, and it was like one of those infographics about Benoit.
Yeah.
Does that need to be in a psych textbook?
Yes, it does, because it's the perfect example. It's got the
topical.
thing, can
guess.
steroids make you go into a homicidal rage?
I guess
And it's
so.
like, yes, I guess they can.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like if you had to question whether it was truly that insane, it's like, look, there were Bibles involved, man.
Hey, I have a fun fact about Benoit and Japan smushed together.
Huh?
Yeah,
Impress
Go for it.
When Benoit was wrestling in Japan, he went under the name of the Wild Pegasus.
Actually?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Get out of here.
That's fantastic.
That's the best
Worst name ever.
That's like a Yu-Gi-Oh villain.
Yeah, I know, the Blue Eyes Wild Pegasus.
I don't suppose he came out with a Pegasus and money falling and a giant sway
geez,
hander.
like Alex boxing from like the corners. Someone told me that Rainmaker got a new entrance. I'm like, another one? It's like, what could you possibly do to top
How do you
it?
one that up? Yeah.
Just
You
have
to
people
quit.
exploding, like...
He should, man, if Rainmaker was like Fandango, like he has the best entrances but then refuses to wrestle.
refuses to wrestle. No, you are not worthy.
Oh god. Hey guys, I'm in Japan.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if you haven't been paying attention to the last couple podcasts, haven't noticed that Woolie sounds off and didn't notice all the Japan shit we've been saying.
Yeah.
You're in Japan.
Woolie's
I am in Japan. In specific, right now, I'm in Meidaimai, which is near Shibuya.
Okay.
But it's this kind of like quiet neighborhood type thing, and when you walk down the street, it looks like Inaba.
Of course
That's
it
like
does.
I'm in Inaba. It's pretty
Go
fucking
get
dope.
your S-Links up, bro.
The
I'ma
land
do
of
it.
Do it.
demon ghosts.
Have you been to a Don Quixote yet? That's all I care about the whole
I've
trip.
been to a Don Quixote.
Yes!
It was the last place we went yesterday.
Yes!
Our minds are fucking blown.
How about that song? Isn't it just the best?
Well, no, because we didn't hear it because we were in the AKB48 themed Don Quixote.
That'll do it.
So top to bottom,
Fuck that
every
band.
floor was just plastered with all of them. How many people are there? Is it 48?
At least
There's
48.
48, and then they have understudies and backups that they switch
Oh my
in
God.
And they trash
when
them
they get
every now
attacked
and then.
by axe-wielding maniacs.
And there's a lot of like idol groups that are composed of ex AKB48 members.
Yeah.
Because like we were going up the escalator, and I was like, "Why is there a class photo on the wall there?" And it's like, "No, that's not a class photo. That's just the whole band standing
That's
together."
them. Yeah.
You know?
It's a band.
Wow.
Oh my god!
You've only been there like 2.5 days, but like, yeah, just what have you done so
What have you
far?
done? How is
Well, that's the
things? Tell
so
us.
we it was 2.5 days. Well, it's not even 2.5 days. It's 1.5.
Wait,
days, to be
it's
honest.
minus 4.5
Because remember,
days for the
Woolie,
time.
Woolie, like I had to right before Woolie left. I'm talking to him like, okay, Woolie, for the podcast, don't get tripped up. You're recording
yeah,
the
yeah.
podcast Tuesday morning, not Monday
right.
night. A Monday night, don't freak out because you're not doing the podcast.
Wait until
Guess
Tuesday.
what?
What?
I still freaked out.
Yeah, you were like,
Good.
oh, it's
Woolie, I did the exact same thing when I was in Japan.
You know, if
Yeah,
59
man.
weeks taught you anything, it
Exactly.
was like Monday. What?
I
What?
think I have a thing
Yeah.
on Monday.
Well,
This
no,
magic.
the trip there is weird because you travel through time forward, but the
Yeah.
trip back is going to be so much worse because the travel time is usually like 19, 20 hours, right?
It was 13 on the plane.
Okay,
the way
no,
back
but I
is
mean, like
40.
from the minute you leave Japan to the minute you come back to Montreal.
Yeah.
So
It's
you're
a whole
gonna
day.
leave Japan and show up
4 hours later.
like or
4 hours
earlier,
later.
4
Yeah.
hours earlier than you left.
It's
fucked
gonna
up,
be
man.
it's gonna be
fucked up.
insane.
Time
yeah,
zones.
no.
Why do we gotta have them?
Well, because it was really confusing back when
Lousy.
towns and cities
You know what? Yeah.
would just set their own watches.
All I
Yeah.
know is that lousy farmers.
Yeah, it's always lousy farmers. Looking at you, Plague.
Looking at you.
I'll get into the flight and how that went in a minute. Of
course.
But like first things first, y'all need to know something.
What do we need to know, Woolie?
I used the bidet button.
Oh no!
How's your butt?
I used it. I will continue to use the bidet button.
You're happy about this?
It's the best thing ever. Our toilet game is so shit by comparison.
we're so
dude.
behind, aren't we?
It's nuts.
Are you guys
Because,
all
like,
just making butt puns now for funsies?
No, but I'll try to continue that.
Well,
Like-
Willie's girlfriend's like, where do you want to go out to dinner? And then Willie's like, well, our toilet recommended a restaurant down the street.
honestly, like, because I got off at the airport and looked into the bathroom and I saw a squat pot and just nope,
Nope, exactly.
Back the fuck out.
You know what's
Agreed.
great? Falling into your own shit.
Right. I'm just gonna put out an open challenge to any of our animator friends. Please, like, redo that that little cartoon about the little tiger kid that has to learn how to poop, but get Woolie in there somehow. Like,
Just slap his face on it.
he's teaching the kid or
Yeah.
the kid or something like that, because that would be hilarious.
Man, oh my god! So yeah, when we pulled up to the house we're staying at and met the family and stuff, like they have this fucking toilet that it's got all the buttons, it's got the
Yeah.
auto warmer when you sit on it, and
That
it
warmer's
has
revolutionary.
it's unbelievable, dude, and it has the whole the top of the toilet is your sink.
Isn't that the coolest thing ever? How smart is
It's-
that?
It's genius. I can't believe
I've
how
never
fucking
seen Liam
garbage
so
we
passionate
are.
about toilet tech.
Because, like, when I saw this many years ago, I was like, oh my god, you use the same water. It's amazing.
Yes.
It's so smart.
So you want to
so
do
when
that?
you-
You can just take the top off the tank and shove your
Yeah,
hands
yeah,
in
you
there.
can.
I know, but it's just got a sink. That's all you need. It's just a
and it
basin.
just
Calm
exactly,
down.
so
and then
smart.
and you just fucking, it's gonna fill up the tank anyway. So just use
But then
it.
how
you know?
how are you? Is this a toilet that you couldn't upper decker in?
I think it's
Actually,
upper decker proof.
Yeah.
It's easier to upper decker
It's
this toilet.
easier. Okay.
There's an access hole waiting for you.
It's true.
So Willie does that, then the next person that comes to the bathroom and they're like, I understand.
Sugoi.
Japanese toilet technology steps back 15 years.
Yeah.
So now the next step is like there's the bidet button, and then there's the button next to it, which is just a woman's face, and I don't know yet.
Oh,
I don't know
that's
yet.
the thing I always
It's the
joke
sound
about.
button.
That's sound button that ladies use to mask
that's
their
where it's a
farts.
woman's like the robot, the toilet becomes sentient and like thanks you for your poop.
Yes, I am honored to accept your waste.
I'll build up the courage to press it.
No, but that's the
eventually.
woman embarrassing button.
Yeah,
Yeah,
makes the sound
I
of
think
birds
so.
or whatever.
Press it a lot.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Press
no,
it
so,
now.
like,
Let us hear it.
Bring us closer, Wooly.
no, but the flight down is the roughest fucking thing,
It has to be,
honestly.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
Like, it's way
yeah.
worse than you
I
expect.
can't wait to make that trip in 2 weeks and enjoy the wonderfulness of a 13-hour plane ride.
Dude, bring as many sleeping pills as you can.
I don't take that shit.
Oh, dude, just do it. I don't either.
No, dude. If you don't sleep, you're gonna go nuts, and you're not flying down with anyone, so you're gonna have the extra rough. Like you don't even get to have a conversation or anything.
No, that's cool. I'll
It's-
just talk to myself.
All right, well, that's great.
I'm sure the people next to me will love that.
Yeah,
Just tell
no,
them you're
I
recording something.
Yeah, no, I'm doing my job.
like honestly, 9 times out of 10, I do not give a fuck. But this is one of those situations where it's like I understand why business class exists.
Yeah.
It's
This is where it's worth going for it.
Yeah.
Oh, so did you get business class to go?
I couldn't. No, in the end, I
damn.
couldn't. You
And
know,
that's what brought him the sudden realization.
If you
Oh my
can't get
God.
business class, go for an aisle seat so you can at least put your leg out into the aisle.
One single
Yeah.
leg to trip everyone.
Well, whatever. No one's walking around the 14-hour flight.
Yeah, no, you should actually.
No.
You should run
You
laps to
should.
keep your blood
No.
going.
Screw.
I spent.
Oh, God.
You know, 10% of people who get on those flights
Oh,
die
man.
mid-flight.
The
Yeah.
podcast 2 weeks from now is going to be a fucking ordeal. This is going to be... oh. So I got
like-
kicked off a plane.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
No,
why I'm
man,
in
I
Montreal.
had to find every possible way I could to kill time.
Yeah.
And, you know, so, like, I continued going through Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
I thought I had SMT4
no.
loaded up, but I deleted it to make space back then, and I forgot.
Oh, no.
So I'm gonna,
that would be
you know,
a
so-
perfect game for that length of time.
Yeah, I'm going to queue it up on the way back.
You
but,
continued your memoirs.
I continued my Fire Emblem character with the shaved head on the side, because that's the only hairstyle that
That
I
you
found
like,
interesting.
yeah.
You know?
I gotta ask for Fire Emblem. Like, what difficulty are you playing that game on?
I'm playing it on normal, where everyone can die.
Normal, casual.
Yeah,
No,
normal,
the other one.
normal,
not casual.
normal, hardcore,
Hardcore.
or whatever.
Classic?
Yeah, normal
The
classic.
one where you
The one
can't
where
lose people?
no,
No, he loses people, but he's on normal
But the
difficulty.
difficulty is on normal.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, you should
So you
play
can
it on
lose-
hard.
should
Yeah. Hard and then classic is the Fire Emblem way.
Yeah, I played that and got like 4 hours in and was like, "This is the most miserable experience I've ever played in a game."
On normal?
No, on hard.
That's average Fire
Yeah,
Emblem
because
play.
you have to restart every 10 seconds because somebody
but
died.
but that,
Literally, like, you have as much time as you need to think about your turn.
right,
So
right.
just be
but,
careful.
But those difficulty settings are the only reason that Fire Emblem got localized, like to cater to us. Well,
Maybe.
not me, Pat, and Woolie, not
Like
you.
a game, I'm of the opinion that a game that the design is like, yeah, if you fuck up, reset the game. Like
Well,
I remember there's some people that
Shin Megami
would
Tensei
reset.
does that.
no, you game over and then you go to a load screen.
It's the same as resetting the game.
No, it's not.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to double check because you have me questioning. Because I remember starting the game twice, and I think it was because Liam's. You told me this already.
Yeah, I
So
vaguely remember.
I'm
this
booting it up
actually.
right now to double check.
Okay, good.
Maybe I'm just a baby, but yeah, when I played it on that difficulty, like I feel like it ruined the game for me.
You just have to be slower and think. That's all.
No, I don't want to. I want to play it like a Shining
Okay.
Force.
Okay, well, it's
Yeah, no, Liam.
also
I'm on
Shining Force.
I'm on hard CAS.
Oh, say
So-
hard casual, so you can let people die and they'll come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably the best in between.
okay.
Like,
Either that or normal expert are probably the best for normal humans.
Okay.
I'm still bitter
I-
about it.
Yeah, what-
It
don't
should
be-
be just hard classic.
Don't be bitter
I just-
about
there's
what
too
other
much,
people
man.
play games
I-
with. Liam.
No, I'm not bitter about that. I'm bitter that they changed it. That they made the default like significantly easier.
Well, your old
than
difficulty's
what
still
was the
there.
default.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
It's just after so many years of the
Sure.
series to see it stagger like weirdly.
It's the most successful
So
Fire Emblem ever.
You act like I'm not aware, but like to see it stagger so weird feels weird.
I've only done like 1 or 2 missions. I'll restart on hard classic to make you happy.
You can go at it like
No,
that.
do
It's
it.
fine.
Too late.
Do it and then be miserable and then blame him.
Yeah.
I just deleted my save file. Done.
Good. Prepare to have a great gaming experience.
That's the sound of...
Oh god.
Dude, it's great.
Oh god.
Yeah, no, that character creator, not black people friendly. It's fine.
Japan,
It's fine.
man.
Yeah, not
Like,
black people
what-
friendly.
What do I expect?
I mean,
man?
you're
Come
in
on.
Japan. Do you get it now? Is that why there's no black character creator?
I saw like a total of like there's 3 black women I saw yesterday, and 2 of them were like far in the distance. I couldn't really get like a
You couldn't really,
Were they
really catch up.
Were
to
they
them,
far
could you?
enough in the distance that they could have been people in blackface?
Yeah. Gang girls lurk around every corner.
No, they were on the same sidewalk side as us, but it's just whenever we walked by, and I was like, oh, what the hell? And then there was one other girl that we saw walking with a guy, and she just had a scowl on her face as like we were going through Akihabara, and like she just like didn't get what was going on, and it was hilarious.
That's good.
But no, so that's the first thing off the list. That's the first thing we did. Went down to the Electric Town.
Yeah. Do you like Love Live? You do now. They fucking shove that shit everywhere, eh?
Oh my god.
Fucking every store.
That was everywhere. And also, you'll be happy to know that everywhere has a fucking Monster Hunter corner.
Yeah, I know
of
this.
course, yeah.
I know.
Because the
That
pre-orders
is
are out, right? For 4G?
absolutely, overwhelmingly present.
Yeah.
Like, do you get a feeling like that? Because when I had the Western version of this. When I saw like how crazy people were about the game, that made me try it. I was like, okay, wait, it's the same thing that happened with the Souls series. Like, these people are fanatics. Like, there has to be something here.
Something redeemable.
Yeah.
And do you get that feeling more since you're over there and you just see it everywhere?
Well, when I went into the Kotobukiya store and I saw like this shrine corner dedicated to it, it had all the like monster little figures and just cards and all these things, and I was like, okay, yeah, no, there's got to be something going on here. Like, there's no way this could be this big without being crazy addictive.
Oh, you know what I just realized?
So for that Kotobukiya, by the way, I think that's the only area of the store that does not rotate out. Like, every other section of the store rotates out
you're
on
right,
Flavor
you're
of the
right.
Month. The Monster Hunter corner in the back by the escalator stays
Immortal.
forever and always.
Shining.
Okay. As in they don't change their products ever. Yeah,
The Monster Hunter one doesn't.
So, Liam, first it was Atlas Games, then it was Souls Games, now it's Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter, yeah.
maybe
It's the next on the list
He'll play it.
of You Should Listen to Me.
No, by the time it comes out here, he'll play it.
Yeah.
The demo will be out, and that'll be the end of it.
That demo's terrible. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, man, I kind of jumped ahead because I was like still on the plane there. I played some Fire Emblem. Cool, whatever, that was fine. Yeah, no, and so eventually we landed and did our thing and whatever. Pulled out the camera, started filming some bits, of course. I got enough footage already from one
If
day.
you film an hour of footage, you get to write it off as a work vacation on your taxes.
Bam.
Business trip.
The first place we went was Akihabara. The fucking train system, dude, like, it's confusing, as we all know, but it's confusing because it's logical.
Yeah, right. I totally get that.
It's like it's super necessary, and it does an incredibly efficient job at getting everywhere exactly where they want to go. Thus, by necessary, it fucking destroys your brain trying to figure out how to use it.
Just a quick comment: the capacity is insane, isn't it? Like, was it the first time you walked into a train? Did you notice how much bigger, like, in terms of width and length it was? Like, it's
exactly.
nuts.
No, the girth is there, the length is there.
They're fucking massive.
And there's 5 of them going in the same direction.
Exactly.
All in the same hole.
Anyway, no, and
the trains are awesome too. But in all seriousness, it's really impressive, isn't it?
It really, really is impressive. It gets you exactly where you want to go. And I mean, looking at it now that we've gotten used to it, it's like we're going to be exactly where we want to be, like, in no time at all.
When you
want to
be there, like
yeah. Of course, I got to check out the Super Potato.
Yeah,
walked
Super
in
Potato!
there. So that place is great, if only because, unlike every other store, they don't give a fuck when you walk in.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do the hi, welcome, greetings, okesama. They don't do any of that shit. They just fucking stare at their newspapers like, are you gonna, what do you want? You gonna buy something? No, fuck you.
Yeah.
Because they know that they're the shit.
Because they're Super Potato.
Yeah, totally. And they have super nice stuff behind glass cases, and when you ask how much it is, they go, that's not for sale. What do you fucking, like, what? Like, no, you can't buy that.
Do you think you can afford that? Because I
You
think
can't buy this gold-plated Virtual Boy.
Yeah.
You can't.
We saw a really nice, like, Mario, like, question mark block pocket watch, and you open it, and it's just this, like, Mario level kind of graphic with coins and the time and the clock. It's fucking
I don't even
ornate.
understand what you're
Beautiful.
saying. It's like you said it's in a watch, but you just described like a diorama. Like, I don't understand.
And it's a pocket watch, and it's fantastic. And it's just like, yeah, hey, how much is this? That's not for... Get the fuck out of here,
Nice.
And I went over to the main arcades. We went over to Hey, Akihabara, the Taito Station, etc. Got some footage in there of some good stuff. Played some games. I've been waiting my entire
Gunslinger
life to
Stratos.
How is it? Tell me. I mean, I've played it, but
You barely could even say, "Oh my god."
play. Did you play part 2 or part 1? I forget.
2. I played the second one.
Okay. Now, I fucked up the first time because I was so excited and I didn't know what I was selecting, so I picked training mode.
Okay.
And I sat there while people around me were basically like, what the fuck are you wasting time
This
there
is the
for?
equivalent of you, like, busting in your pants on the way to the bed. Like, you were too excited and you fucked up.
And so I just sat there shooting, like, standing dummies for 3-4 minutes, wasting everybody's time. It was awful.
This
but
fucking
then-
gaijin ruining our arcade.
So you have to come back the next day with a disguise.
Yeah, that'll work in Japan.
No, it would.
Yeah, no, and then I booted it up and got into the main game and stuff, and yeah, that is the best fucking thing we will never ever touch.
Isn't it,
We'll
like-
never get it. It's just too complex.
And, like, the way the guns snap together with the magnets feels so good.
Yes. Dude, you're doing the Dante $1,000,000 combo, and it feels natural.
Yeah.
Like
and,
at
like,
the very least, like, do we know? Like, does anyone ever hear of an arcade in North America that like imported it? No,
No, it's too intense.
It's too intense.
And it would be pointless to import it with anything less than 8 of them attached together because
Right.
you're doing 4-on-4.
That's a bit of an investment.
a little
I
bit,
guess so.
yeah. But it's awesome,
it's-
isn't it? Like,
and it's insane. It's the most crowded section of the arcade every time.
Mm-hmm.
So that was, I'm gonna head like back possibly if we can and get some more games in because fuck, that's amazing. I can see why Daigo was all over it. They had motherfucking Bariki 1. Now, I don't know if you remember, that's the game with Guy Tendo in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scrappy
Like,
the
it's an
Bachelor.
arcade game too. Or?
It's an arcade game, and it has Ryo as Mr. Karate as a hidden character. It's got
It's Rio
Silver.
is Mr. Karate.
Yeah.
Yes, because
Jeez.
that's who he becomes after Takuma dies in the canon.
Oh.
Right, so he's there. He's got the beard and the black costume. You've got Silver and so on. And,
So is it 2D or is it 3D?
It's a 3D fighter, and it's fucking great. So you've got 2 buttons where your stick should go. Right, you've got step forward and step back.
Oh shit!
So it's like a hitbox?
And then your buttons to fight are a stick.
what? What is this magic?
This is nonsense.
So it's fucking backwards, and you've got to basically hit the stick forward, and you do a jab. Hit it back, and then forward, and you do like a big hook.
So it's
Hit
Fight Night
da-
a million years before Fight Night.
Exactly.
That's really
right?
cool.
Tap down, and you go into like a ducking step crouch, and then sweep upwards, and you do an uppercut.
that's really fun.
That's really cool.
So you have this whole fucking
That's
amazing
really cool.
thing. And that's just with like a shoot fighter character.
Mm-hmm.
If you pick like a judo character, you tap back and you get into a catch stance.
So the likelihood of this being ported to anything is nil.
It's also
Never.
zero.
It's a million years old. It's never
long
going
lost, too,
anywhere.
yeah.
Yeah,
Up
but
to us.
But what does it run on? Like, who makes it?
it's SNK,
SNK.
running on a 3D engine. Like,
Oh
it's,
yeah, we're
Really?
never going to see this.
you know,
Holy crap.
it's I don't know if it's even on anything else, but it's this obscure fucking fighter that never went anywhere, and it's beautiful. It's so fun. I can't believe it. You know, it's
Damn.
such a depressing thing.
Yeah. Thanks for all the great news.
Hey, you guys love things that you can't play or get? I played all of them. Hey, Pat, here's a copy of the new Yakuza game. Eat shit. Oh.
Liam, I completely and utterly understand you now. I understand everything about you.
Do you understand the pillows?
What did you play? What did you do?
There's a rhythm game called Jubeat.
It's so good.
It's the best thing. It is
Isn't
the
it
best
amazing?
rhythm game. It is
Give a
the
quick
best
description.
game. It's okay.
You
So
got
you have
16
a grid.
squares.
Fuck you.
It's a 4x4 grid,
Stop
and
this
each
description now.
grid, each
box
square
in the grid,
is a screen, and a prompt flashes on it to the beat, and you tap them to the beat while you're dancing and doing whatever, and the music's playing. You plug your headphones in. The whole thing is just surrounding you.
Japan
There's
still
lights
gets
and
to have
lasers.
the arcade machines where you can plug things
You can
in
plug your
because people aren't
headphones
just
in,
jamming gum into the Tekken 5 machine over there.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's the fastest conversion you'll ever see. Like, we got footage of me playing it for the first time, and within 15 seconds, I'm fucking in.
It's really fun,
It
isn't
takes zero time for you to be like, I understand this immediately. It's unbelievably
Because
fun.
there's no, like, the level of abstraction is zero. You just press the thing.
Yes,
Like, you just
and then
hit it with your hand.
and then you start seeing it's like, imagine like a Fist of the North Star or beat 'em up, like the arcade fight.
But it's
where
a
you punch
rhythm game.
But music.
Yeah.
But it's a rhythm game, exactly.
Right,
And then they
okay.
start coming at you in squares of
Yeah, but that
4
Fist of the North Star game
and
was
stuff.
still weird. Like, we didn't know exactly what constituted hitting a guy or not. Like,
Of
that
course.
was a little obtuse, but...
You should try some of the other rhythm games now that you've given that.
Oh,
one a
I did.
swing.
Well, I mean, of course, I passed by the Project Eva arcade thing, and there's this one machine. It's a rhythm game that looks like a washing machine.
Yeah, with the
It's
circle
just-
and you use the
with
ring,
the circle
right?
in the middle, exactly.
Yeah.
And you watch people playing this, and it's like, what the fuck are they doing? And
It's
it's like,
nuts.
there's the outside of the circle of the washing machine is all buttons, right, in like a 360,
Right.
and then the inside is all touchscreen. So it just throws shit at you in combinations where the middle of the screen is doing Elite Beat Agent style shit, like Oendan prompts, and then the outside is asking you to hit the buttons as well, and you just combine the two, And at one point you see like a guy like 100 hand slapping the screen, basically to get the prompts in, and then touching the sides and sliding.
It's a little bit like Guitaru Man if it was touch based
Okay.
and not using a
Okay.
stick to
Right,
point,
right.
so you reach around
All I
the
see
side.
is Liam is just doing constant goatsy motions.
I'm trying to demonstrate
As he
it,
is
and I'm
wont
just
to do.
gaping my asshole in front of them.
I'm not sure if you remember, but I remember talking about this documentary that I've seen on Netflix about Japanese arcades, and it says there's 3 things that changed everything. That just, like, created a whole new, like, everyone got on board, it was a national craze. It was Space Invaders,
Yep.
Street Fighter 2,
And then DDR?
And DDR.
Yeah.
And those were the 3 main things. And because they're different each time, like, Street Fighter
Yeah.
2 was, like, 6 buttons, controller, complicated motions, then DDR was, like, fucking move! Like, it's, like, one of those things that changes everything. And, like, now Japan, they just come out with those every other month.
Yeah.
Like, something that's, like, super good, but, like, just doesn't... Now everyone does them. Like,
Well,
they're
because-
almost less special.
Because now
as
the
good
whole,
as they are.
the whole thing with arcade games now, because consoles exist the way they do, is they have to be even like bigger and more bombastic, like
Yeah.
Gunslinger Stratos,
Okay.
where you've got the magnet
you
gun.
need
you cannot do this in a
cannot
console.
do this
You,
at home.
need
Exactly.
shit like the new Afterburner cabinet that just hooks
Yeah.
you into a fucking cockpit.
and you can't do that at home.
Yeah, you need to go for spectacle.
or the fucking the Bone Eater silent scope cabinet. I don't know if you guys.
Is it out? Is it playable? And did you play it?
I played Bone Eater.
Oh, how cool is it?
Please,
The fuck are you
it's
talking
the new
about?
Bone Eater?
It's the new Silent Scope.
Okay,
What's
Okay.
it called?
Silent Scope Bone Eater.
Shut up!
No, it's sick.
I swear to God. And the art
Shut
style
up.
I
is
bet you
very
eat a
much.
lot of bones in that case.
It's a kind of like a hardcore, Contra Hardcore.
Yeah.
It's got like the
Oh,
art
it's a
style like
hardcore
that.
bone eater.
And it's like you're the main sniper guy. You're like a cool haired anime kid.
Yeah.
And, and then you've got like your spotter is like this cool girl with like the binoculars and like a little rope she spins on and shit.
Yeah.
And like you're picking people off. It's a silent scope game, but the screen is 2
it goes
screens.
right in front of your dick.
So
You know.
there's a screen that is like the main arcade game that you're looking through when you're shooting shit.
Yeah.
But then in front of that is a transparent screen that has projections of like other things like HUD elements, text,
Oh,
your
God,
cursor,
yeah.
etc. on it, and so you get this vision of like like a blurry street scene in the distance, and like up close you can kind of see some haze, but when you look through the scope, it all clears up, and it's fucking amazing.
Well, it's the natural evolution of silent scope, right? Where you had the scope, but it was actually just a screen in the scope.
Yeah, that was great.
Like, and it's awesome. And yeah,
this is a fancier version of that.
I remember when we watched this trailer, I was like, oh my god, I want to play this game so much. So I'm really glad you got a chance to try it.
No, it honestly was fantastic, and like, you can never, even if they port it, the magic would be lost.
Of course,
you'll never recapture the magic of Bone Eater.
Yeah.
You cannot eat these bones at home. No, sir.
Nope.
Has to be in public.
Only in public.
And right next to it was, of course, the enclosed cockpit Gundam / Jet Fighter arcade machine.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So the screen wraps all the way around you, so that like it fills your peripherals and stuff. So Matt, you were talking about that Gundam game before, because you saw the pods, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So played it, not that great. Kind of sucks, man.
Wow.
As a mech warrior simulator,
It just doesn't hold up.
It's just boring, and it's 400 yen per play, which is pretty fucking expensive.
That's like $4,000.
It's literally
It'd be really
$4,000.
great if you go in there and the game starts up and you have to be at a table and talk about political shit.
I went in and I was really hoping for, the full fucking engrossed experience, and it's really just selling you the Gundam name and sound effects.
Right.
You know?
At the time, it was cool because this is quite an old arcade game, or at least the original one is. But
fucking like 14 years ago, I was playing at Virtual World.
Yeah.
And that's way better.
Yeah,
like
okay.
It had better controls,
That-
it had
that's a
better
good point,
everything.
though, yeah.
Well,
if you want a
the
Gundam
Jet
game, you
was
head
way
down to the
better.
fucking fighting game floor and play Gundam Versus.
Of course,
Because it's
yes.
great.
Yeah, Gundam Versus is there. That was pretty crowded too. And the other game that you play in the pod, the Jet Fighter one, that's like Ace Combat type of thing, way better as well. Like, that was fantastic. But yeah, no, that was really cool. Of course, played Ultra for a while.
Goes all the way to fucking Japan to play Ultra.
Yeah, I
But
did
to
it
play
too.
Japanese players.
Yeah.
I needed to know.
So
How black and tarred up are your lungs right now from the fucking smoke?
You know what? It wasn't even that bad.
Really?
It wasn't that bad.
Really?
You
That
could
makes me actually way more excited to go now.
you can smell it a bit, but it's not constant. It's not crazy.
Because I remember the photos and video you would see where you couldn't see the end of the line of arcades.
It looks like you're in Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I needed to, fucking test my might, as it were. And
How's your
I
might?
did pretty damn good.
I was gonna say, wouldn't you say that like casual level is about the same as here? Actually,
Casual level is totally about the same as
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I'd say that's about right. It's just their casual base is much larger, right?
But yes,
well, no,
and
it's
there's
just
a lot
that
more
it's
people.
more concentrated.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
You're-
exactly.
But you're going to run into experts sooner or later,
Yeah. And then
Did
you can
you-
just
but-
beat them up because you're big.
Yeah.
But I spent most of my time streaking.
Sure.
Like, I was pretty satisfied with my results.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, some hardcore-looking motherfuckers, businessmen in their, 50s, are all around the Super Turbo cabinet.
Yeah!
And that's where the fucking action
That's
is,
where it's
man.
at.
That's like
Yeah.
the might have been Kamiya.
Yes, dude, absolutely. Those guys, and every arcade was the same thing. That's the one section that's always fucking crowded.
Yeah.
Ultimax. Yeah.
It's weird. It is weird hearing you get hype about Ultimax because when this podcast goes live, Ultimax is out.
I know. I got the 1 day head start on the cabinet.
Yeah.
And then I'm not going to get it until you guys are ahead of me.
Yeah,
now.
and oh man, Ultimax signifies a really weird place for Persona. Because I was talking to my girlfriend, she's playing Persona 4, and I told her, you have until September 30th to beat the game, because spoilers are now just open. There's
Way
no
out
way
in the
to
fucking
avoid it
open.
now. There's no way
Yeah.
to avoid it now.
And I mean, I didn't get to experiment as much as I wanted, so I went and played Shadow Akihiko just to see what was going on there.
How is that? How is the shadow characters? Because I saw the tier list, and it's blah 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 Shadow Chie, blah 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 blah. All shadow characters are dead last.
Yeah, I wasn't really maximizing use of the shadow system, but ultimately I don't like some of the changes that were happening with him. Like when you do his kill rush into Sonic Fang, if you do the stronger version, it knocks the guy away from you, like not forward but back behind you.
Well, it's weird because like they got the balance changes that I think the regular versions got, but then they have the weird shadow
Other
thing on
things.
top of it,
and
it like turns out that those shadow changes just suck all the way across the board, except for Chie, who has some gimmick that makes it work.
Right.
But it's almost made up for by the inclusion of new start and win animations.
Oh,
including
that's the biggest bummer because like Shadow Kanji, Shadow Risei, like Shadow Nato, they all have like such cool like intros.
Fucking Shadow Akihiko dashes up to you and picks your corpse up off the ground Yamazaki style and just laughs at you while holding his fist out. It's so
that's
fucking
one of
cool.
those CVS2 things where like I hate this character, I'm never gonna play them. I just want to see this fucking cool intro.
This win
Pause and
pose.
quit. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go pick my regular character.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it fucking, of course, it's gorgeous. The new backgrounds are gorgeous.
Right.
The character select screen is just brilliant. Like it's just.
I like the color palette change from to red and blue.
Yeah.
Over like just like the first game was yellow. It was all yellow.
It had to be because Persona 4 is yellow.
Yeah, but it's like at least we have two primary colors to work with this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Played some Exard, and we all know how that is at this point.
Did you get your ass kicked by a really good Japanese player, as I did?
I was alone. There was no one else playing with
Lucky
me.
you.
You're just messing with Exar.
Did I tell you that story about how that was the most robbed 100 yen I've ever had?
You told me.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What a slaughter.
No, and you know what? They're really smart too, because like it's funny. You sit down at the cab, and then it's straight up. It's do you want to play Exart or do you want to play Accent Core?
Yeah.
Really?
That's
awesome.
You select your game on the cabinet, and when I picked Exard, it straight up went to a Windows desktop.
Oh wow!
and you saw Exard booting up, and then it came up. So
wow, they don't give a shit at all.
It seems like it's the location test cabinets that are just still in there. It's like this is running on a fucking PC, man.
I wanted to ask, since it's on test location, did you happen to see Tekken 7 anywhere?
No.
Yeah, go
I
play
did
Tekken
not.
7 and report back to us.
Yeah.
I'll take a look around. I did walk by a Tekken game that I kind of thought was I think it was just Tekken Tag 2, but I didn't really
Tekken Tag
get
2
a close look.
does it have a cabinet, Tekken
Well,
Tag 2?
if you can run a search, maybe you can see if there's like a listing of which arcades might have it now. I don't know. But it might be like, because I know it said it was starting in October, so it's not October for like another day yet, but keep an eye out.
I'll be sure to keep an eye out, and I'm so excited to play
it is.
Girl that has like what she's got heels, and that's the only thing about her.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god, when I saw that character, I was just
design,
like, my eyes just glazed over, like, oh,
Is this actually a character?
because the last couple of characters, what was her face?
The
Selfina,
Arabic guy and
the snake girl.
the snake girl, and this girl, like, she just looks like Chrissy Montero, but less fun.
Heck, even Vampire Girl from Tekken Revolution was more fun looking.
I don't even remember who that was.
Well, she was more fun looking.
It's all been downhill since Dragunov.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
I would say the Arabian guy is good, though. The one they
I don't even
introduced
know
just
who you mean.
last.
I don't even know who that is.
He looks really good.
I don't even know who that is.
He looks
like,
really
yeah, I know, but
He's
it's like
a new Tekken 7 character.
I
He looks
can't
really
even
good.
see Tekken anymore. The
Sure.
roster's so huge. What a weird thing to complain about. The roster's too big.
Yeah, I know.
No,
So,
that's,
They need to
too much-
kill off half of them and time
too
jump
much
again.
of a good thing.
Go on.
We made our way over to the Gundam Cafe, the one at not the main one with the giant the Gundam at Odaiba,
Why
but
is there
the
no
smaller
Berserk
one.
Cafe?
I know.
You get little cheesecakes in the shape of bellets
Here's a steak that has a baby's face
right
on it.
in it, baked in there.
Eat it.
Yeah, and it was all right. They had some decent curry. It was really good.
It's all right.
But more importantly, man, that fucking toilet.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
This is just a trip of toilets, isn't
Dude,
it?
I've got footage of this toilet on my computer.
Hey,
I'll show it to you tomorrow.
Here's the thing, Matt.
Great.
When you go abroad, there are a couple things that for like that are different from country to country that you could take a look at. Getting a shave in a different country, shitting in a toilet in a different country.
Okay, but this toilet is on a whole other level,
Yeah.
Woolie, right?
You said the last
you
one
need to
was.
understand.
You get to
need
see how people
understand.
really live by
I will
doing the
show
real
you the
people
video
stuff
tomorrow,
man.
but Woolie can tell you the short right now.
Look, you walk into this bathroom, and first of all, the toilet is
toilet
painted.
craps on you.
The toilet is painted like an RX-78 Gundam. It's like it's got the fucking setup, right? And you're like,
It's
I
It's just the
expect that.
one toilet.
That's cool, right? And then there's a button in front of you when you walk in, and it says press start, and it's the fucking startup button. And you go, okay, you press it, lights shut off. And then slowly an engine starts up, and then the giant window, like the giant mirror in front of you, turns out to be a Gundam face. And it slowly boots up, and you hear the boot process sequence go off, the eyes start flashing, and it's this whole
shitting.
fucking thing. And you're like, are you ready to pilot a Gundam? You're like, no, I just wanted to shit. And it's like, well, now you're piloting a Gundam.
It's super cool.
This feels like the start
Now-
of like an anime.
Did you send a girl into the girls' bathroom or inspect it yourself to see how disappointing it is?
Well, here's what's up. I remember hearing about that,
Yeah.
and so I said, go check out the other side. And she did, and they have the same thing on the girl side now.
Okay, because when I went, my girlfriend said they had nothing in there.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks.
That's good to hear they've caught up.
And yeah, no, that was pretty much it. But like today, we're gonna go out and see the giant actual one. So I'm getting excited for that. Didn't see much Kamen Rider in Akihabara either.
It's a kid's
Really
show,
surprising.
man. It's a kid's show for
Yeah, but he's our
babies.
hero.
Yeah.
For babies.
Yeah.
I saw like one or two figures at the Kotobukiya shop tops.
You gotta
and
look
that was
around
it.
more. Kotobukiya is not where you want to go. Like, you want to go to figure stores. I know that's weird because Kotobukiya
yeah.
is a figure manufacturer, but their store's not
fuck
the
them.
best. It's really not the best.
There's a fucking store that was like Robot House, and I was like, well, I'm going in there.
Robot House?
Yeah.
How dare you, fucking robot house?
And you go inside, and I'm like, this is going to be like a mecha like gallery, and
Yeah.
it's like, no, this is actual robotics, like people that build
That's boring.
little mechanical
You remember that
spiders
fucking TV show,
and remote control
Robot
robots.
Wars?
Yeah?
Yeah, it's Robot Wars.
That's boring.
In Japan.
Yeah, you say that until you see the fucking Tetsujin 128 and Black Ox
Fighting
that are
each
robot.
other.
And they're controlled, and they're RC, and there's kids fucking in there, like, getting their shit.
Getting in.
Man, Robot Wars was so fucking cool.
Metabot.
You gotta tell me where to go to see this. Because I want to
Yeah.
see robot fights.
It's just all in the same Electric Town block, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah, no, and I'm like, if I was a kid and I had this type of store around me, I'd be a different person today.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. You'd be way more successful.
I want to ask a quick question. I imagine you went to some game stores or electronic stores or whatever and went to game floors or whatever.
Yes.
Isn't it, like, interesting how here, like, the new releases, you'll have a wall of empty boxes, but there they'll have, like, TV setups with screens playing the trailers and boxes and, like, big posters and stickers all around it, and they'll have, like, 10 of these around the room for each of the new games instead of just boring little boxes.
Yeah, no, they absolutely do. And
The
even
flash,
for stuff,
the panache.
Yeah, exactly.
it was really weird because one of the major ones was like the first, the all you could see walking in the front was Destiny. Like,
Yeah,
just plastered
that's
fucking
weird.
everywhere.
No,
Because
Destiny's
Sony publishes
pretty
that in
successful.
Japan.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because it's not on Xbox in Japan, so Sony's pushing it because it's an exclusive.
Right, okay.
And-
Please
It
buy
actually
console games.
sold pretty well in Japan. So.
Please buy console games, please, everyone.
and then you go down a hallway of Assassin's Creed Unity,
Really?
like it's this giant ass poster for it and stuff, and then you get to the Japanese stuff. But like, yeah, no, like
Weird.
these,
That's
those
I wouldn't
two
say
games
that's the
particularly.
norm, like Matt,
Right.
but some stores, yeah, for sure.
they kind of
Yeah.
reverse engineer.
Ubisoft's like really starting to push there. So.
Yeah,
It's cool though, yeah.
yeah, and I saw some other cool stuff that I'm not going to spoil because
Of course.
Because it's on video.
exactly.
Yeah.
There's a floor of just like the first thing you see is like
My
a giant.
Shiranui.
It's an aquarium of just Metal Gears.
An aquarium?
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's
say that again.
That's a Kotobukiya, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's an aquarium of Metal Gears.
You're
all of
not
them.
saying words that...
Oh, okay, so at the Kotobukiya store, I don't know if they still sell them, but did they have the JoJo boxers that just have JoJo quotes all over them and they're just underwear?
I bought all 6 of them.
Okay, good. Good. That's all I needed to make sure of.
Look forward to the video when you get back of you modeling all of these.
Aren't they awesome?
You say that as if I didn't do that yet.
Oh no!
Now, I just want to point out that was a really expensive thing to buy, Woolie, all 6 of them.
And it was worth it, so fucking worth
those
it.
weren't cheap at all.
They were not cheap. They're the most expensive underwear I own, and they're goddamn fabulous.
Don't shit in them.
Isn't that more than your Harlock figure?
No,
I think it is.
I don't know. I don't do the conversion well.
No, yeah.
Okay, I'll...
He's like me. He doesn't do the conversion well.
It was me, your boxers.
And just one more question, and it's not a question, just I want a word association. Convenience store.
7-Eleven.
No, but describe it, rather.
What the fuck?
A combini is how you survive down here.
Fucking amazing, isn't it? You can get anything there.
It's literally how you survive. It's like you can't always make it out to a restaurant in time. You can't always make it out to a little ramen shop or whatever. You go to the combini and you've got hot meals in the back ready to go.
And like the food's good too.
And it's great food. And,
and
you've got
cheap.
Yeah, I bought something that I thought was grape soda and it turned out to be grape beer.
Yeah, that's cool.
Nice.
Did you buy any anus bars?
I didn't buy any anus bars, but I was looking for a Red Bull. And I couldn't. And I was like, okay, well, what are we gonna get? And me and my girlfriend are looking at the different choices, and we got Red Bull, we got
anus
Red Bull
bar.
sugar free, and then we've got Blackout and Blackout God.
Is that the sick one with like the samurai, like with the skull on it?
No, it's just gold and black, and it's called Blackout God.
I don't
That's
remember that
amazing.
at all. Yeah, that's great.
So how's it taste?
It's on film.
Okay, good.
That's awesome. That sounds great.
All right, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this week, guys.
Yeah, so we will see you guys next time.
Yeah. Woolie, you keep enjoying Japan.
I will. I might destroy it. We'll see what happens.
Do it. Tune in next week to see if Woolie destroy Japan.
Kaiju Woolie climb Tokyo Tower and get arrested 10 feet up.
Quabosaurus.
You guys.
Yes,
I did
Woolie.
it.
What did you do?
I did it.
Use
I
your
killed
bidet button.
Naruto.
Yeah!
I murdered Naruto.
He killed
I
Naruto.
murdered him.
That's really weird that as soon as Woolie goes to Japan, the author of Naruto, I always forget his name, mysteriously decides to quit.
That's it.
Masashi Kishimoto.
That's
Yeah.
it. We're
has
done.
died.
What? No, he's not. He's alive.
Woolie is crying his heart out.
You did
That was
not
that
kill the
That
author
was
of
a Tekken
Naruto.
7 style intro. I fucking killed Naruto, man.
Yo, did you play
They
Tekken
learned.
7 though?
Did you think I would leave Japan with 0 casualties? Did you really think that was possible?
I think you said in like some introductory tweet that you're like, I'm going there, I'm busting heads, I'm taking names, someone's gotta die, or something like that. Like that's pretty much a declaration
This is
of
just
war,
one of those
but
coincidences that you're going to happen to take credit for.
Damn straight I am.
also Last Guardian fully 100% canceled while Woolie's there too.
Oh no! Oh
Why
no!
would you do this, Woolie?
That's not real.
That's not actually
you
true.
made that up.
That's so not.
Did I?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
you did.
That's a headline
You're
that you're
telling
never
Western
gonna see.
lies.
No, that's
Those
the
are
thing.
Western lies you're telling me.
See, that's the thing, Matt. That's a headline that you're never going to see because it won't be canceled. It'll just be put on hiatus.
Because you can't say canceled. Then,
Of course,
then
not when it was never developed in the first place.
Right.
All the budget is being funneled into Vibrabin.
It's true.
I was gonna say when you
This motherfucker's just reading my fucking docket way ahead.
Yeah, when you
calm down.
read it too.
We have a whole thing scheduled.
I caught that regardless. Doesn't
You
matter.
motherfucker. You piece of
That's so
shit.
fucked up.
when you said that Last Guardian was never actually created, I bet you could go into the development studio and the entirety of their work is just some woman with ribbons spinning. Like that's all they got so far. It's like an interpretive
Just saying
dance.
Toriko over
Yeah,
and over
yeah,
and over
yeah.
again.
And
All right, so-
I was like, this looks good.
Woolie, give us the update on your continuing adventures in Glorious Nihon.
I can't
Nippon.
give you
Now I'm
Nippon if you
confused.
want to be prideful. The different
Right.
like Nihon is if you want to say like the USA, but
Yeah.
when you say Nippon with the P's, it's like Murica.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's just
know
not
that.
Murica. It's like a different tone. I don't
Yeah.
know quite.
It's more, it's
Maybe-
more prideful. It's
I was
more
gonna say
prideful.
like actually patriotic and not weirdly ironically patriotic.
Yeah,
like,
Exactly. And
Yeah.
speaking of patriotic, it was nuts because we were going across. Like we've now moved entirely from Osaka. From Tokyo over to Osaka. Yeah,
That's
next
right.
location.
yeah, that's
And,
right. That's
um,
what my brain tells me when you say that.
Every time, dude. And we've seen like the country, so we've done so much, and like I don't want to spoil it all because I'm saving a lot for the video.
Well, you already
yeah.
spoiled
But-
probably the coolest moment of the whole trip, where
It's not the coolest
Willow
moment.
Naga's ambition.
Yeah.
Where you're just chilling in that fucking stone garden thinking about conquest.
that is not a
Naruto.
spoiler at all, man.
No,
There's
it's
so much
Woolie
content.
It's Woolie sitting there asking himself, but why do I fight?
Yeah. I
Like,
keep fighting to
Woolie-
find that answer.
Woolie versus Japan was originally a 10-minute video, and now it's going to be a quadrilogy.
Oh, shit, okay. Volume 1.
But
Does that mean I have to make a video when I go over there? Because
Not
I was just going to be
necessarily.
on vacation.
Not necessarily.
only if you're not a lazy asshole.
I am.
Oh.
But no,
That's
it's
an
nuts because
asshole
with the whole
thing to say for
patriotism.
someone who didn't finish his work before he left.
All right,
Go on.
All right. So tell us
The shit, the shit flinging's over. Let's go on.
Yeah.
the whole patriotic thing. There's only been one flag in sight the entire time I was
Really?
here.
Was it
Yeah.
on your back?
Yes, right? You know,
Because even
Like,
in
it's not-
Canada, you see flags like on hotels, on lots of government buildings. but
No,
you're saying you
man,
only see
literally-
one flag?
one Japanese
Wow.
flag hanging in the distance in a remote country area, and like I was with my girlfriend. I was asking like, is that like lack of patriotism or lack of insecurity? You know what I mean? Like
No,
you see that, and
that's
it's like.
well, we in Americans like live in immigrant countries where you everybody's from everywhere. But in Japan, I mean,
They know.
you're from Japan.
Everyone knows.
Usually.
Yeah.
Why do I need to be reminded where I live?
I feel like that's
Exactly.
the case, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
It
think it's
totally
a
feels
lack.
that way.
I don't think it's a lack of pride. It's like I don't think we need to shove our own pride down our own faces.
We're all
every
so
day.
fed up
Exactly.
of our own
Who,
pride.
who am I going to show my Japanese flag to? Everyone in my town that's also Japanese.
Yeah.
Like, just look at our fucking trains. Just be prideful at that, you know?
Check out that
Oh
schoolgirl.
my God.
She's bending over.
Or a low crime rate.
That's
Check
my
that shit
flag.
out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Said
no,
the
it's
Japanese
totally
person.
it's totally
Not me.
a lack of insecurity. That being said, you talk about like the trains, the Shinkansen, the fucking shinny is unbelievable, man. Like you talk, and in the middle of your sentence, like a sonic boom will blow by you, and before you have the time to turn your head around, it's gone.
Sonic
Like,
kaboom.
it's fucking sick, man. And as far as the crime rate shit goes, we actually got to watch TV for a bit, and
Oh, I bet
so
that's
we
a
flip
trip.
it on. We see like a random like cooking show, and of course Arino is on. You know,
Yeah.
he's just hanging around with a bunch of other random celebs. I think they just do anything at this point. There's like
Yeah.
That's
you
how
know, they're like
celebrities
the rat
Japan
How
pack.
that works, yeah.
Want to be on this
uh,
show? No? Okay. Get on.
And we flip it over to Japanese cops, right?
Yeah.
What?
So
Decadence.
so we're seeing like, oh my god, we're seeing like, okay, so like let's follow in this crime. What happened over here? And it's just like some girl getting drunk in a subway, and she's just tripping over, and they're helping her to a stretcher, and then they put her away and drive off. But that's half an episode.
Wow.
Yeah,
And then like I'm.
Excuse
just
me,
fucking
have you
watching this
broken
shit
the
like,
law?
okay, no
yes,
way.
I am sorry.
That G4 would have shut down 5 years earlier if Cops was like that.
Oh, man.
That's disappointing because when you say like Japanese cops, I'm thinking of like of officers going up and down gigantic hills like in You're Under Arrest in tiny cars.
I'm thinking of, like,
doing
Kamen
sick
Rider.
burnouts and tight shirts.
We're in the middle of laughing our asses off at how nothing this crime is, and then they're like, the next one in the show is they pull up to the side of a highway, and a truck just kind of bumped the edge of the guardrail a couple times, and everyone's getting around staring at the bumps, going like, how many times did he hit the guardrail? I'm just, fuck this, I'm changing the channel, fuck this. Like,
You can't deal with the change in perspective.
I don't know. I think watching that is like, well, what's like you actually get invested? What's going to happen next? Will someone steal a pie from a windowsill? Was it me? Like, you know.
It's nuts, man. Out here in Osaka, it's definitely more like countryside, south kind of feeling. You know, it's not actually
Everyone
to the
talks
south,
like
but
Makoto, yes?
everyone's got the accents, man. They drop like half of the syllables from the sentences.
I love the
nuts.
Kansai
They
accent.
merge everything
so
together.
Awesome.
Yeah, I learned that like 100 yen, which is like 100 yen, becomes just hyakken over here.
Yeah, that's
You know?
exactly.
Exactly, like all kinds of just merges and whatnot.
Just go to speak your
food's great, of
Japanese and then
course.
start to drink, and then whatever muddled nonsense comes out,
It's
it's
fine.
probably closer than what you would actually think.
Totally. I got the experience of going into the little crammed sushi booth that seats like 3. You know, and then the dude served it up and everything. And while we're eating, he's like, "Oh, you know, you an artisto da, artisto." And I was like, "No. I do some filming things and whatever." And there's like, "Oh, so good." And then like we ate, and he brought out a camera and took some pictures because he's like, "This guy might be famous. I have no idea. His hair is
Just in
weird.
case.
I'm not going to
Ballpark
take a
it.
chance."
I've never felt the
You
pressure
know.
like this before.
Yeah, and you know, we went
Wait,
to like.
did you meet Jiro? Did you go to where Jiro is at?
Did you high
It's
five
fucking
Jiro?
impossible. It is impossible.
No, I know. Yeah,
Wait, impossible to find or possible to eat there?
impossible to eat there.
Right.
The waiting list is like years.
Okay, because he
or
loves the
something
sushi.
dumb. Yeah, and everyone
Right.
loves him.
Everyone loves him because he loves the sushi.
When your firstborn child reaches 18, then you can eat at Jiro.
Yeah.
So, Woolie, you got like another week in Osaka, right? Like, more or less?
Not a week, honestly. Like a couple
Okay,
days
but,
left. Honestly.
but like, so let me ask you. Platinum is in Osaka, right?
Yeah.
Has it gone through your head, just like, what if you just see Kamiya just on the fucking street? Just like, there he is. There.
or not just Kamiya, but anyone that's like an idolized.
Oh my god, look, it's Kojima's jacket.
Yeah.
In fact, why don't you just go to
is
Platinum
in
and
Osaka,
knock?
isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It would be. It would be
You should just go and
interesting.
knock.
It would be interesting if there happened to be something in the video about that, wouldn't there?
Oh, cool.
It would be interesting.
Huh. Yeah.
Oh, I hate this guy.
Anyway.
This motherfucker was out drinking with Kamiya,
Yeah.
and he didn't even tell us.
he just had Woolie just bathed in Windex with Kamiya all night.
I will die if that's the case. I will be so mad.
Listen, I'm not gonna say anything except for I tripped over my dick and fell into platinum.
Yeah, that's about
Wow.
right.
Okay,
Yeah.
I wish
and
that
it never loses
that.
its luster.
That's
Yeah,
really cool,
never
though.
loses its luster.
Moving along.
If let's say you actually fell, you should actually like a video of you falling and you like crash into like 3 developers, and then like a pure platinum award comes up like on the screen, like overlaid. Like, good job, you did it. You beat that chapter.
There's so the place that I put that photo up from is on. It's by far the best part of the trip we've done. It's called Hakone, and it's this super remote town up on top of a mountain, right in between. It's a remote town on top of a mountain in between Fuji and that town that has the big 10 Akuma symbol on it.
Yeah.
Sorry, that mountain that has that. Yeah, it's in between those two. And to fucking get there, you get this amazing countryside like train ride. Then you switch, you get onto one of these little like chamois cars that kind of goes up the mountain and then turns and then goes up the mountain a bit more, left, right. You know what I mean?
And you look outside your window and you just see verses happening.
Pretty much, dude. It gets that foggy, right?
Wow.
And then you get out of that, and then you get into like a little mountain car that like it brings you up a few stops, and then there's a fucking cable car at the end of that.
Yeah.
And, like, it's just this unbelievable journey, like, through the mountains in every possible cool method of transportation to get to this awesome, like, onsen hot spring. Where they set us up. I put on the full fucking, the yukata, and we chilled in this great room. And then you do hot springs, dude. I can't believe it. I finally understand. Onsen are the greatest thing ever. They're the greatest thing.
You finally understand
like
why every anime has a hot springs episode.
But hot tubs and shit don't compare. There's nothing like it.
You don't want to talk about anything else once you've been in one.
Did you let an old Japanese guy wash your back?
No, but there was a guy that took a glance at my dick, and on the way out, that was about it. No, man, it's really cool. It's just like you fucking have the. Well, whatever. There's open air baths, and some of them are public, and some of them are private.
Man, no thanks.
Whatever.
If anyone really wants to get the full experience, you can just play that section of Asura's Wrath, and it's just as good.
Yeah, man, and. I guess without throwing everything else out there, we also checked out Nara, fucking chilled with some deer.
Temple.
Oh my god,
that's the weirdest thing
Deer
because it's a deer temple that looks like a fighting game stage. But like the deer aren't the deer that you or I would see at Park Safari. They have their fucking horns.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. They actually have shaved off almost all of them.
Oh no!
I saw one that had like a few small horns, and like that's gonna go in a couple days. You can tell it's too risky, and they're butting heads with each other. So you're like, you don't want to put anyone at risk, But what they don't tell you,
no, you don't.
I super want to be at risk.
Super scared of everything.
I know, but it'll be cool if I get fucking mauled to death by a deer in an ancient Japanese temple.
Then you can sue Japan.
The super jarring thing is that like when you think of the deer in Nara, you always think of like a park safari kind of vibe going through the giant nature reserve. But like you can just be walking in the middle of the street downtown, and they're like pigeons and like they're just hanging out at bus stops and shit.
They're large pigeons. That's what a deer is.
Yeah.
And so
they're
like
nature's
you don't,
deer. The pigeons.
So you can get your pictures with the deer at the supernatural tree grass area, or you can just get you and a deer at an arcade just chilling, playing UFO catcher.
What, Metal Slug? Like,
it's super practical. But it's just fucking great, man. With the rest of our trip, we're kind of like we're on our like chill down days, right now, and we have a couple extra locations to figure out, so we're gonna do the itinerary.
Next location.
But yeah, man, that's it.
Okay.
Glad you're enjoying your trip, Wolves.
Yeah. Oh my god, the food. Holy shit.
Oh, he's getting close to the mic now.
Yeah, he's licking the mic.
Hey, do you like Japanese curry, Woolie?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, did you know it's impossible to find in Montreal?
That's sad.
It does not exist. I've looked, believe me.
Because the problem is because what they call curry down here is very different. It's like it's not spicy curry. It's a mild sort of like sauce.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm describing. That's
And what actual curry is anywhere else is just a really hot meat and rice dish that you like. It's liquidy and it's just very different. It's pretty good over here, but the barbecue meat, dude, I understand everything about like chie and all that crazy shit. It's unbelievable. It's so fucking good. You don't understand how good.
Even bigger persona weeb than I or Liam am now. It's terrible. Terrible. What have I created?
Not to mention just the fact that, like last night, for example, just to show you how people are, it's like we were looking for this place that was recommended to me, like Horomon Honpo, like amazing beef, and we couldn't find it. We're walking through these back alley streets that were all like Shenmue-like, and eventually we wander into an area where like the lights are just not on anymore, just darkness. And a dude just comes wandering out and is like, yeah, well, what are you looking for? Where are you trying to go? And we're like, this place. We show him the address. He's like, that's not around here. I don't know anything about that. What are you looking for? You looking for beef? Beef? Yeah, all right, come with me.
Yeah,
and that's about right. Just walk with this dude.
So instead of going to your location, some stranger starts talking to you about beef and you go with them.
This guy seems legit.
You totally go.
And And, like, we turn a few corners, and suddenly the darkness just disappears, and there's a street of, like, Kobe beef-style restaurants just lined up. And he turns us into this one, and then, like, goes, here's where you want to be. This is my favorite spot. Do it, right? And we're like, thank you so much, and whatever. The guy comes up to the attendant, is like, hey, so 3? And the guy's like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll sit down. Right? And he just sits and joins us, and he's like, all right, look, I'm going to give you guys a special, because we were chatting it up, getting acquainted, and he's like, yeah, I'll give you guys a special, man. Look, I'll give you some, like, your first couple dishes, my favorite treats and my favorite drinks on me, on the house. Enjoy Japan.
Wow.
You know?
Isn't
and he just,
Japan
we just had a drink. It's unbelievable, man. So we had a drink with him, we fucking camp-pied it up, you know, and, like, just had some of the best beef, and then, like, he covered the first plates, and then just pieced out, and he was just back into the mist that he came from. You know?
Oh, I love you,
Beefman.
Beefman.
Did you get a name? Because I want the answer to be no.
Beefman.
Because I want it to just be Mysterious Beef Man.
You'll never
He
forget
gave a
him.
name, but he kind of, like, it was very low, and, like, you could barely hear it. So, like, it kind of sounded like Umeda, but I couldn't really tell, you know? But and that's, like, the third or fourth story of this kind that we've got. Like, I recorded a few more other where, like, we were walking with some maple syrup with us, just because it's, you know what, I realized, I'm like,
should, yeah.
Exactly, right? Because I heard a while ago that it's like, carry a gift with you, you never know when you're going to need it. And I carried maple syrup with us, and we've been handing them out like, you're the best, man, here's some fucking maple syrup.
And everybody loves it, because even you love maple syrup.
Exactly, and apparently it is available here if you look hard enough, but it's crazy expensive.
And it's
so expensive.
And it's like just not common, right? Like,
and it's not
exactly.
as good either.
It's considered exotic.
It's literally
so
exotic.
you know we've been doling it out.
$1
We've been doling it out.
like-
Yeah.
So you were saying like that's kind of like that's it for now. But were you? Liam asked earlier, but were you able to get to the Tekken 7 stuff or no?
So what happened was I went specifically to that arcade, and I specifically was it was the whatchamacallit, Denden's Town, arcade, and went in, looked it up top to bottom, inside out, couldn't find it, unfortunately. I asked the attendants, I was like, does Tekken 7 here, around here, or anything? And they're just like, no, man, we've got Tag Unlimited, but that's all we've got. Mm-hmm. So, I as I explained on camera, like, I apologize, I couldn't find Tekken 7, but I did find another game.
Oh.
I did find another game, and it's a game that involves tables.
Oh! Yeah, you found the table flipping arcade game.
Yeah. So we'll see how that full LP plays out.
Get the fuck out of here.
Because the thing about Tekken 7, I mean, we're not going to try to get to it, but it's like there's a lot of phone and video footage like off, like not direct feed of it, and people are like, wow, that looks like a Tekken game, and I don't understand. Yeah. The only thing is that its hit sparks are fucking put Killer Instinct to shame. They just when you hit a guy and there's supers now. Like there's straight supers.
There's supers, yeah. But they can be stuffed by low kicks.
Yeah, I bet they can.
Like there's gifs of Paul and Asuka doing their supers, and they're like there's the camera
shots and everything.
Camera shots, and they're big powered up it was pretty crazy.
This means in 6-7 years we get to have a conversation about how ultras ruin fighting games.
Yeah.
Look, Soul Calibur added supers too.
They sucked. Oh, that was awful.
Yeah, they weren't too great.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine though. I'm not sure at all.
No, I'm also likely to be not sure.
Just look forward to Pokken and Summer Lesson. That's all you need.
Yeah, that's all I need.
There you go. Something that doesn't make sense here, though, is like some of the sickest places are like they're beautiful and they're like no cameras allowed.
Yeah,
I understand this one, like the big Oni temple, Pat, that we're talking about, like the temple. So yeah, like that's something where it's like, okay, you can take photos of it, but once you go inside, no photos, and it's like I get that it's a
sanctity thing. I imagine.
But like an arcade or a game center, but you want to advertise your game center.
No, it's because in Japan you're not allowed to take photos of people and publish them. That's why they're always blurred out and stuff, so they don't want anyone doing that.
It's unlike here, where if you're out on the street, anybody can follow you with a camera forever.
But it's actually a law, so they enforce that to.
So it's not
cause
actually
problems.
the establishment; it's just the likelihood that a person or multiple people.
It's like, hey, if you take a picture,
The establishment at buildings will do it so as to not have a situation arise
Yeah,
between
no, that's
customers.
what I mean. It's not.
exactly.
It's not because of like the building itself. It's
Yeah,
because there's
exactly.
people.
But that doesn't explain this weird duality where, like, for example, there was a shop in Den Town that has like it has a giant Ultraman figure outside where you're supposed to take pictures with this thing, right? Or it's got a giant like T-1000 kind of thing as well. And you're like, these are things where it's like, stand next to this, take a photo. But like, we have a diorama case inside, and it's like, no, you can't take a photo of this awesome diorama. You know,
Well, 'cause
tell
it's
your
like
friends.
photos
tell
are
them to come
encouraged in
see
some
the
places.
store.
Yeah, tell
So
your
that
friends and tell them
the whole
They
public
want you to
faces
buy
thing.
the stuff, not take photos of the stuff.
But they weren't for sale. It was a diorama of awesome shit that was not for sale, and you couldn't take photos
Oh
of
yeah,
it.
but here's the thing: you're gonna tell us about one of the most awesome diorama things that you couldn't take a photo of, and then I'm gonna go to that fucking place because you couldn't take a photo of it to see.
Maybe it's a tourist thing, like they specifically for tourists. So
Maybe.
or not tourists, but like
it
window.
says no photos, and in Japanese under it says,
Please
if
take
you're
photos.
Japanese, please take photos.
That's right.
Please do this thing.
I managed to, like, before I even saw the sign, I was ignorant gaijin, and I got some video of some of that cool stuff.
Yeah.
Before I got tapped
And
on
then
the
you
shoulder,
ran.
and I was like, I was like, oh yeah, sorry, fucking America, eh?
Yeah.
Freedom, yeah, like.
And then you gave him
So
maple
that-
syrup, right?
No,
Oh.
I ran out of maple syrup. By
It always happens.
I imagine some situation where Woolie's running from something in Japan really hard. And he's like, the maple syrup, and throws it behind him, and everyone gets stuck.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
like that. Say, hey, why doesn't someone just make a video of that or animate that? Because apparently, no matter what we say that Woolie
Someone
has
will do
happened
it,
in
yeah.
Japan, someone will fucking make that into
Someone's
reality.
gonna do it.
one was
We have enough talented fans that that everything we do or say will become a thing.
So I was watching that animated tiger video of Woolie trying to poop. And
That's right.
I watched it on loop, and it's late at night. I'm watching, and my fiance's like, "Are you watching that again?" I was like, "You bet I am."
Well, after posting it on the Facebook wasn't enough. It's like, I
No.
posted the fucking me looking at me and the yukata thing, and you still gotta on Twitter be like, yeah, that's cool, but how about this pooping video? Not enough attention at the pooping.
Because I still had the giggles about it. I'm sorry. It's like the best thing ever. Because it was the last thing I thought that would someone had
It's the
actually
simple
made.
things in life,
The
man.
simple things in life.
Public place and paint rocks with like bird shit or whatever and throw it at people for an hour.
Sure will
I want that to be my legacy.
That's how we will remember you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because that'll be a news story, and like, why were these idiots throwing
Painting
bird
and
shit
then
covered
throwing-
rocks at pedestrians?
Find out at 11.
It was the final request of their idiot friend that died in a plane crash.
Patrick Boivin, the non-musical talented Montrealer.
Oh, that other wait, he doesn't do music.
Doesn't he? I
No.
bet he
I
does.
He does puppet, his stop motion.
All
Wow,
kinds.
that's even
He
worse.
does. Yeah, he does videos and all kinds of other crazy shit.
He did
Patrick
this
Boivin,
video
but
of like a Bruce
non-talented.
Lee action figure fighting like a Spider-Man or
That's
something.
money.
And it looked really good.
And Kung Fu Bruce Lee baby and stuff.
And then
Oh, he did that.
I remember once, I forgot who it was, but I met somebody and I introduced myself as, hey, my name's Patrick Wellman. They're like, are you that guy? I'm like, that does those stop motion videos? I'm like,
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
that guy's clearly the real Patrick Wellman.
Nah.
But if you don't die in that plane crash,
If
you
I
make
don't
it-
die in the plane crash.
and you make it to
If you
Japan,
managed to survive that plane crash.
right? The initial threat to your life, that is the plane that.
Now,
the plane
that being said, I could just die on the plane. Like, there's no reason that I couldn't.
Yeah, like you fall down the stairs.
Fall down the stairs.
punches your skull in.
That's right.
Yeah.
if you manage to make it there,
That's right.
right, you'll probably see what I saw.
Yeah.
You will experience
Yeah.
this awesome place.
Yeah.
Which, from beginning to end, was the best vacation I've had.
Yes.
Right? All in all, now that I'm back on solid ground, looking back at it, it was a fantastic experience. Everything was just solid from beginning to end. But those weird, maid cafes were around too much. And
they're weird, yeah.
And they kind of creep me
Around
out.
too much.
So all in all, I don't know, man. I think I got to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Japan, 7.5 out of 10.
A bit too racy
A little bit too much.
But that's really part of the thing.
Yeah, the camera angles just got way too close to the booty.
You
But
are controlling the camera!
But that's kind of the appeal.
Now, so what you're saying is that this thing that has been the fabric of their society for the last 20 years?
The standard,
Yeah,
as we will call it.
I don't know, man. It feels like it was the perfect vacation.
Like it's amazing.
It feels like it was the perfect vacation.
blows it all under
Nothing
the bus.
went wrong.
But I gotta drop it down to a 7.5, man.
It ran
too racy.
smoothly, too, right?
It's too racy.
Real talk. That's what's up.
Poor Nintendo.
Welcome to episode 62 of the Super Best Friendcast.
Throwing down the gauntlet right at the start.
Kabam!
Blams.
I threw the gauntlet from the plane,
Wow.
in the sky.
See, here's the thing. I love maid cafes. I like the idea of going to a place and little maids serving. So then when I come back, I might give that a 10.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think
If I have as good of a time.
I think
Sure.
most people would be inclined to give it a 10 or a yes, maybe, depending
Yes.
on who they are.
No,
but some guys,
I don't actually
some
love
guys
maid
just won't
cafes.
do it. Some
I
guys,
just like the outfit. I
some
think the
guys
outfit's
just
cute.
can't handle that.
Yeah, you look really good in that
I
outfit.
know, I try, hey,
That's
man.
right.
Hey, I've been working out.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
No,
Some
I
people
haven't.
cannot handle that, and we will get there.
Yeah.
But to just, I guess, round it all off, came back, got my fucking.
I actually think it's disappointing if you come back and you aren't the boss of a district by now. That's a vacation to Japan
Well-
that has failed.
well,
if you
here's-
didn't
which-
wind up
Okay.
as the boss.
Which district of Ikebukuro are you now the Kenkabansho of?
Yeah,
Not quite Ikebukuro, but I'm gonna take Hakone for
that was a
myself.
good badass rumble you had.
See, the way I'm thinking about it is, I'm coming back and I'm basically tagging Pat in,
Yeah, sure.
to continue the domination.
Tagging Clobbersaurus.
Continue the domination because
All hail
just
Emperor
just look
Clobbersaurus.
for the fire and the smoke, and you will know where I was, and you
Yeah.
will know the path to take.
Oh, yeah.
All
It's
right.
like,
You'll
dude,
know us by the trail of death.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Walk
No,
bravely through the ashes.
I said it before, and I'll say it again, man. The best place, the best
So,
place. to go.
so you see why I love the country so much?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
No,
not
no,
even
no.
not even the media.
It's amazing. It's
for
amazing.
country.
For clarity's sake, Woolie, I can clearly tell by the fact that you're sitting there that you're not Skyping in this week.
I'm not Skyping in this week.
Yeah,
I'm
I was gonna
actually
say,
here.
Willie sounds
and
different.
neither am I.
No,
No, not
That's
yet.
next week.
We
You're
are
leaving,
physically here for
tomorrow
now,
morning, imminently.
and then as of tomorrow morning, you'll be living in the database.
By the time you
Database.
fuckers hear this, I will be possibly dead on a plane.
That's correct.
Possibly.
You know
Dead
what?
on
It's
point.
it's the roughest plane ride you will ever have in your life,
Yeah.
unless you go to Australia sometime. Which I know you don't plan to go to
Yeah,
prison
because then
anytime
you get
soon.
off the plane and then spider bananas attack you or something. I don't know.
Or a bunch of convicts rip you apart.
Yeah.
You see that video? Those two convicts brawling on some guy's lawn.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
that was
something
pretty
like that.
awesome.
I still can't go.
It was great.
I still can't get over that news story from last week. The guy who tried to rob the gas station with a boomerang and
Yep.
failed and got let off with a warning, so he didn't actually hurt anyone.
Yep.
Boomerang's still a deadly weapon.
He gave it a good old college try.
Oh, he gave it a try,
Yeah.
and that'll land you in jail.
He
Oi.
throws the boomerang at the money, and he's like, "It didn't come back." Give me the. I thought this. Oh,
But what you want to do, man? The place I'm talking about, Hakone, is what they styled Tokyo 3 after.
Oh,
Okay, so the little countryside and the villages and the roads and everything that you see that is Tokyo 3 in Evangelion
yeah.
is this place called Hakone. It's the most beautiful thing.
What about the angels?
No, they're
I
They're
don't think
not.
that-
Well,
I
then
mean,
statues that if you squint, they might look like an angel.
Japan has built itself up a little too much. It's now bound to disappoint.
Wow.
Does the Gundam fight other Gundams for Earth independence?
Only in December.
Darn.
But you can go see the fucking deer 24/7.
Yeah, but I hate deer.
But
I want to
do
go
you
see the.
know what?
I want to go see the temple that the deer are at.
Okay.
But I don't want the deer to fight me.
So I thought I hated deer
I'm
too.
super prepared to punch a deer right in the face.
And
if you need to.
They're prepared to punch you back, man.
I bet they are.
Right? We walked right into a fight between two bucks going at it because a female was nearby, and they were just like showing off and going nuts. And tourists are like getting dangerously close to them, and they're like, whatever, we don't give a fuck. And then this third guy jumps in the middle of it, and then you get this three-way ramming battle.
So apparently those my girlfriend told me that those deer right now, like today or tomorrow, are having their horns shaved off to avoid murdering visitors.
We saw one with spikes on it.
I was also told that the day you leave, there are like 40 festivals.
Oh.
Like they're celebrating you leaving.
It's second Golden Week
as Japan recovers.
We did randomly walk into what looked like a girl like band show meetup dance group thing,
but it was just someone's house.
I don't know. I still don't know what it was, but it was a bunch of teams, different colors, and they all had giant pompadours and big like thug uniforms.
Oh, it's a breakdance fight.
I think so. I'm not sure what it was. You know,
I heard that there's this one temple that is constantly being gnawed on by raccoons, and all the monks are like, "This is bullshit because we can't kill them. Like we have to hire people to kill them, and even then we're pissed we got to do that. But they're literally eating our home.
Oh god,
these are the worst. These Tanuki men.
What you got to do while you're down there
huge
too?
Nuts.
You got to look out for
slapping their nuts.
Every time you walk into a store, you're gonna get like 8 greetings on the way in and 15 on the way out.
What is it? Irashimasen?
Irashai.
Irashai.
That's the clean one that comes out.
I've seen videos of dudes in the store just going Irashai, just.
Yeah.
No one in the store. It's just like, I'm not going to stop screaming because someone might come in the store.
You always have that moment where you walk in and you're clearly the only person.
Yes.
Hollering from the back.
All the way. Totally. And the restaurants where you've got the button to signal and everyone comes running type of thing. Yeah. It's great. But you can judge a lot about a place based on the greeting you get when you walk in there.
Right. Yeah,
you know, and like most places will give you the kind of like Irashai, they lag the tail and it was whatever, you know.
They're working, but they care.
But the best fucking restaurant we went to in the Shinumeda building had this like fucking dude in his 50s, grizzled man, and when we walked in, he looked over and was like, Irashai! Like he fucking
Takuma.
He had such strength behind
Thank
it.
you for coming into my restaurant.
You felt the key blast coming at you, you know, and it was like, I am eating here, and it was
like he said it, and the air just went. Poof.
Yeah, fucking service, man. He met that shit. Honestly, like that is what you want to look out for.
Just walk out otherwise.
Right, hear this?
Yeah,
this is
money in the
mountain of yen, a mountain of fucking yen right here.
One yen is fucking useless.
Oh my! You will never spend them.
You'll never.
So as soon as you get them, just put them in the garbage.
No.
In the garbage they go.
I will not throw money out.
It's not
the
money.
fact that you've seen me many times throw money straight into the garbage.
The one yen? Seattle, you guys started throwing out all your American money. It was weird.
When you get change back,
stuff, idiot.
I know. Not the nickels.
It's still worth
the
a
only
nickel.
thing 1 yen coins are good for is candy shops. Oh, because they still do, penny candies?
Penny candy.
They still do that there.
But no machines will take anything lower than a 10 cent and a 10 yen.
Yeah.
And you're just fucked with all these fucking coins. It's garbage. It's the worst.
Yeah.
Well,
the Japanese government has your DNA now, though.
Yeah, I guess they do.
We can clone him.
And as far as conversion goes, why would you want
the worst
to know?
natural disaster in our history?
To create an army of predator guys to guard Japan.
My plan for the conversion is I'm just going to do whatever I want, and when I get back, I'll look at my bank account and be like, oh shit.
Yeah, okay. That works. That works. But it's just for a general gist of an idea, just move 2 decimal places up.
Yeah, I know that.
That's
but
it.
I fuck it up every time still.
Don't even try to just
I move them
highball
over in
or
the
no
wrong
ball.
direction. And then like, oh, this is basically free.
The train lines are the worst thing ever until they become the best thing ever.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
So you'll see. You'll learn. But enough about that. Most of the cool stuff that I picked up and whatever is going to come out through the hours and hours of video that I recorded. However, for y'all today. I have a few little things.
Oh, you got us a bag.
I have a few little things.
Santa Woolie doling out the gifts.
There we go. So let's start over here with Mr. Matt McMuscles.
What we got?
Oh my god! It's a little Kubrick like guts cutie. Is it an entire set?
It's
or
the
is
whole
it-
set.
Oh my god! Look, it's Casca and that guy we don't talk about and Zod.
Wow, that's really cool.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
How can my Gatsu be this cutesue?
He's actually really cute. Like, I
Thank
saw that and I was
you.
like, what is that, a puzzle? But no, that's better.
Like,
Yeah.
I saw 2 pieces of Berserk merch in the entire country.
It's
One
rare.
was a badly painted, like, Guts, the big sword statue.
Yeah.
Remind me
and
later.
this was
There's
the
a
other.
statue that was just shown at a Comic Con or something recently, like a Japanese Comic Con or whatever. It is the best Berserk statue I've ever seen.
Okay.
I have to link you to that
Okay.
picture. Thank you very much.
Is it a statue of the eclipse?
It's a statue
'cause I'll
of
buy
guts
that. You wanna
standing in a
remember that.
bunch of guts.
Yeah, that's right.
For the rising superstar.
Oh, what do we got?
There you go.
Something-
Oh, it's the Danganronpa bear.
It's a Monokuma mug, and it's his face, and it's a mug. That's really sick.
That's great.
This makes sense because it's super popular right now.
Right now.
Right now.
And only now.
Somehow Liam's like, I'll add it to the set.
No. No, I don't have one. Thanks so much
that'd
for
be
it.
funny if you did.
problem.
I have 5, but sure. Thank you.
And Pat, here you go.
What is this? Oh,
that's really cool.
shit!
There you go.
It's a figure of Rhino Kuzunoha, the 14th. This is the cat.
That's the best one.
This is the cat in here.
The cat's
sure it is.
totally in there.
Oh yeah, gato.
That's actually really nice.
Gato means cat in Spanish.
You're gonna have to speak up.
What? No, I don't. Sorry, this is a really cool figure. Thanks, man.
No problem. There
Thanks
you go.
so much for bringing these out.
No,
I'm
no
going to
worries, no
prepare
worries.
you all for the inevitable disappointment when I don't do any of this for you when I come back.
Oh, well, okay.
And
you know.
we never expected it. Don't
It's
worry.
true.
Remember those gifts Woolie bought you? That's what I bought you.
No.
It was all a lie.
Yeah.
Now, there was some...
I'll give you $20 right now to avoid the weird social.
I like the moxie there. I like it. I like it. No, and there was going to be more, right?
that's all right.
You see, I was going to have it set up where you reach under your chairs and everybody pulls out a fucking blackout god.
Right.
Oh, right.
Oh,
But the
what?
man stopped
The man
me.
stopped you from bringing
The
liquids.
man stopped me.
Right.
Despite the fact that it was the
Damn.
exact perfect amount, they said no,
You
they
can't
didn't
get
fucking.
this out.
Because they
No good.
looked at the thing that said blackout god and it was like, no, no.
Woolie, I'm going to ask you, how'd you get the maple syrup onto the plane?
It's not a liquid, man. It's too slow.
It was in my check-in.
Oh, that's out. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what's up. So now the onus is on you, Pat,
Yeah.
to head on down to the Don Quixote,
Yeah.
which is the only place that sells it, and you bring back some Blackout God.
I will.
At least one.
I will make the attempt.
Don't disappoint us.
Y'all need
I
to
will
y'all
make
need to
the
partake
attempt.
in the experience.
So if I put that in my checkout, that might go a little
Your
better.
check-in.
if you
Yeah.
check it, you're checking, it'll be
okay.
fine.
Like,
We'll do
if I find
communion,
a
and
drink
that shit will be
if
my
I find a
blood.
drink that I like Blackout God, I will try and bring back like 40.
Because you'll never get
Well,
it
guess
again.
what? I tried just about every other energy drink on the shelf, and they were all terrible.
Oh,
But they have Red Bulls.
Okay, so
Right.
I'll give this Blackout God a shot
Give it a shot. Give it more than a shot.
anyone
Give it your
deserves a
praise,
blackout god.
motherfucking.
because I know I'm going to need
Blackout
some
God.
energy drinks those first couple days.
God, dude.
Did you have those moments like on the first days where you're just like, I can't fucking sleep. It's 4 in the morning.
No, totally, yeah.
And you
And
just
he
go
has
out
that-
and you just walk around late at night and you're just like, this is great. This is great.
Shinjuku is fantastic for
Isn't
that.
it?
Shinjuku never
that's-
sleeps.
That's where I
So-
stayed. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I was worried about that, and I was thinking about this. Like, oh man, I'm really worried about this. What if I'm all jet lagged for the first 4 days? And that day, I ended up going to bed at 9 a.m. in the morning,
yeah.
which means I'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. No. Here's the deal. Honestly, the deal is really simple. If your sleep schedule is all fucked up in advance, that's great.
It's gonna get
great.
better.
But you need one important step. You have to sleep on the plane.
I will try.
If you don't sleep on the plane, you're going to be in pain.
Yeah, well.
You know, so do that as much as you
Sleep
can.
on the plane, avoid the pain.
There you go. There you go.
I'll give it a shot.
I definitely picked up on this badass Kamen Rider skull. Like
Oh,
little
cool.
thing, like kind of statue toy thing, and I also got one for Kamen Rider Double and Fang Joker, and I gave Fang Joker to Billy because that's his favorite.
That's his
combo.
thing, yeah.
And yeah, so I have the regular combo, he's got the special combo, and we're like, oh yeah, fucking Kamen Rider.
Did you find your Harlock figure in a 50 yen bin?
Oh my god! Wow! No, but fuck,
Just in some
man.
pharmacy.
That
with
joke
an old
is so
lady at the
good.
counter.
You should have set it up. Like, you should have brought your own and then
and then dumped it
that
in the
would have been
bin,
worth
yeah.
it.
Yeah, but dude, they have so much love for like your shit, man.
Like what's
Your Predator shit,
Yeah.
your T-1000 shit.
Yeah, no,
Your-
like Terminator, like certain American sci-fi movies like that, Japan is in love. Like Alien as well, like Terminator,
Yeah,
Predator, Alien.
I mean, I didn't see a ton of Xenos, but I saw a fuck ton of Predators and a fuck ton of Terminator stuff.
Like Square Enix just showed they showed the new Nomura Catwoman figure and all that, but they showed like their samurai Predator. Like
Yeah.
Square
Yeah,
Enix is
yeah,
making
yeah.
Predator figures. Like, who the fuck would think that?
And there was an awesome one where they had a T-100 all like decked out with the clothing and the war like uniform and
and
whatever.
then it turned out it was a real guy.
No, yeah, you go and then you go in the back and they have a big thing of the actual jacket from Road Warrior 1 and 2.
Whoa, really?
Japan loves Road Warrior.
And they had them right there, like
Sick.
with the big picture and the sign, and it was like, holy shit, how the fuck did
That's
this
awesome.
random store in Osaka, you know what I mean?
Money.
Yeah.
Fucking money.
And
He
then
wanted it more than anyone else, and
Yeah.
he got it.
and on my second pass through Akiba, I saw one of the military otaku stores,
Yeah.
which are interesting.
Those are
'cause-
neat, aren't they?
Yeah, they're neat little
Yeah.
things. Because I'm like, I know there's a lot of guys that are into this. They're like, yeah, they've got the airsoft type gun things and the full like
Now,
regalia.
the airsoft guns in Japan, to my knowledge, don't have orange tips. Right?
I don't think so. No, I don't
Since
think
there's
so.
no
So,
guns,
Woolie,
I
here's
mean-
my advice. As cool as those are, don't buy those.
That's not.
Yeah.
Nope, not an idea. Don't want to do it. I've seen.
Hell, I shouldn't buy them, for fuck's sake.
I saw the footage of what happened the last time someone tried to buy them.
Yeah, yeah.
Someone black tried to buy
that's
them.
right.
No.
Yeah.
But what was cool was the side of that
Oh, this-
store
This is stupid.
was just, hey, here's all the military stuff. Now here's all the biohazard shit. And it was just like they've got a whole bunch of T-shirts. They had like biohazard tape. You know, some
want
stuff
Leon's
like
jacket?
that.
Remember, there's a
They got it,
biohazard cafe restaurant
Yeah.
that you could go to.
Oh, I guess I missed that.
Well, I'm not sure if it's
Isn't it a
seasonal thing?
Capcom cafe? And they had like the Ace Attorney stuff at some point. And
I'm not-
anyway, they've got
I'm-
one.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
Universal has the ride, but no, and they have the shelf, and they have all the uniforms, and then they've got the Leon jackets, just a bunch of them on the fucking thing, rack, ready to go. So,
$600.
they're there.
You're there. You can get it.
Yeah, exactly. No, there's some great stuff, man.
Did you have that moment in Akihabara or otherwise where you went into like a soft map and you were just walking through it and you got to the floor that was just 99% porn, ceiling to ceiling, wall to wall?
I didn't go into any soft maps.
Okay.
Actually,
Because that
No, I
was
didn't-
the
I
thing
didn't- I
that made
didn't.
me make that knee-jerk statement a
Okay.
while ago where I was like,
Okay.
what do you think of visual novels? I think they're shit.
Okay.
Because it is 99% wall, like...
I missed
The
those
porn
floors.
floor.
I missed those floors. Honestly, I knew where
What a
they
shame.
were, and someone gave me a heads up too. They're like, if you see a store that's like, hey, we got DVDs. If you see the word DVD, it's
porn.
DVD means porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So just keep that in mind as well. You know,
Oh,
but
okay.
no, I managed to dodge it. I kind of the closest I got was I was on the Fujoshi like floor
Yeah.
of one area, and I'm like squeezing through like these girls, like kind of looking over their Love Live shit
Yeah.
and whatever. And I was like, okay, I guess this is not supposed to be my floor. And then I got to the end, and there's like a couple of Attack on Titan pairing art on the wall, like
Yeah.
yaoi art stuff, and then the stairway leading up that has a bunch of like exclamation marks around these pairings, and it's
You're
like,
like,
I know what's up there,
Yeah.
I get it, I'm cool,
And
you
you
know?
went either way. Yeah, exactly.
Got the camera out, yeah. Yeah, no, that's it, man. You guys will see the rest, and
Of course, yeah.
it's gonna be more than one video. Like it's gonna be
Sure,
a bit of a
yeah.
series. So
And it's going to be divided up into like Dragon Ball Z style sagas.
the arcs, yeah,
Arcs.
yeah. But no, that's pretty much it for me, man. As much as I'm willing to share right now,
You glad to be back?
I'm.
Or are you just like,
It's so
Like,
much.
would you spend another week? Like,
Yeah, well, it's like okay. There's too much to catch up on. There's too much to catch up. Too many good games I couldn't touch.
you have to put your life
yeah.
on hold.
Yeah. And like I was explaining to you just now, it was like the closest I could get to playing Ultimax was the old arcade version over there, which was only had like 2 or 3 new characters.
Doesn't have the 3 best characters.
Doesn't have the ones I want to use, exactly. And that I had to make do with and just fuck Smash Brothers entirely.
Yeah.
And if I were to miss Bayo as well, I'd start getting...
Yeah, I did a good job planning my trip.
Violent, so yeah.
Violent.
Yeah, a little bit. I think some extra time would be good, but I want to do that later.
Sure.
And I want to definitely hit up the islands and all the cool spots I didn't get to. That's the idea.
Well, it'll stay there.
Yeah.
So you can go back.
Yeah, no, totally. And I mean, a lot of people have, not a lot of people, but some friends have gotten in touch with like so you've got the notes, you know the deal, can you help me? I want to go over it. I'm like, yeah, I got the notes. I can hook you up. It's a done deal.
Fantastic.
So, enjoy. With Maximilian!
Holy shit! How's it going, guys?
Yo, Max, how you doing?
Leo!
Pretty good.
Who is this guy? No, Max is great.
Oh, what's going on, dude?
Pretty good. Some people might not know me, but I like all the same shit you guys do. Apparently,
much.
Basically.
Right?
Yeah.
So on your channel, you do fighting games all the time, and you recently did a Bayo 2. Was it a full playthrough? I can't recall.
We
But
did the full
clearly we're
playthrough.
pretty in touch on this kind of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. And we have an
Absolutely.
affinity
Thinking
for
of
beautiful
tastes
animals.
is complete.
Regions
I like-
be damned when it comes to games I want to play.
You made the right choice.
I think the only real difference between us and Max is that when Max played JoJo All-Star Battle, his main thing was, what?
What? Why do they pose like that? What's going on?
Pose like that, man. Don't you get it?
I'd like to think that like Max and I have kind of been staring at each other from across the room in the fighting game gymnasium
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
past couple years.
Awkward winks and shoulder bumps.
Right?
Both
Yeah.
of you holding up the wall.
But this is the first time we've actually spoken, sir.
Yeah, it's kind
And
of.
now we can spend 2 hours talking about hair tips.
Oh, sick! I was looking forward to getting dreads. I can't wait.
Really?
Yeah, that's
No, don't do it.
Yeah, shut up and put Benny on the mic.
Oh, I will.
No.
No, he's sleeping.
That's how Pat yells for his girlfriend. It's weird.
Oh,
You guys are such.
you guys are mean. Shit.
Hey, you're not here to punch me, so it's fine.
Oh, it's true.
Oh,
What are we
you know what?
doing?
I'll just stock them up, Liam. I'll just
that's
save
true.
them up.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
get your
yeah.
digs, right?
When I was
I
doing
already
the-
have to punch
the
you for
Loot
like
Crate
3
bit-
things I saw here in Japan.
When I was doing the
Liam's
Loot Crate bit,
fault.
I wanted to talk about opening up the Loot Crate box and finding Pat's mom inside.
Oh, that was a really good one. Yeah.
You can't punch Woolie, haha.
I was watching
God.
Woolie's CVS 2 adventure through Japan, and I have to ask you,
Yeah.
Pat, if you're there right now, have you seen
I am.
any ads for Bayo 2?
I saw an ad for Bayo 2.
Yes.
Nice.
It was right next to Bayo 2 in
okay,
a store.
That makes
That doesn't count at all.
Were you looking at the copy of Bayo 2?
I was
Was
looking
that the
at
ad?
a kiosk of Bayo 2s surrounding a television that was playing ads of Bayo 2
That's
Right,
depressing.
Yeah.
and Yobashi camera.
It sucks, but like in Japan, any game that's not the biggest AAA is extremely front loaded in its advertising. So
Yeah.
like stuff for the new Danganronpa and Bayo 2 and all this recent stuff is just gone.
Yeah.
There's no advertising anymore.
The crazy thing
They
is
get
that
rid of all
what it
that
was.
shit so you can make room for the skyscraper-sized ads for Monster Hunter.
exactly
Yeah.
like there's something crazy that happened when JoJo came out, and I imported that copy, the Japanese one. The dude that got me the copy kind of handles an import shop, and I got it for like half as much as it did when it came out, and was like a week after it came out. And he said that in Japan after the first week, games just drop in price. They just shovel
They
them out.
die.
They just die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, like, if the quality of the game turns out to be lower than expected, and JoJo is, like, the best example of that, the prices just slash.
Yeah.
Ni no Kuni for the DS, that had the big book and everything, and was
Yeah,
super
yeah.
expensive. After, like, 3 weeks, it was 1,000
Nothing.
yen.
Yeah,
Like, it was
God.
in bargain
They
bins.
paid you to take it.
Exactly, because it was so big!
Yeah.
We need to get rid of this now!
Pat, if you've seen that, then I guess I only have to cut my head off halfway.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Why is that?
Because in Woolie's video he said if I can't find a Bayo 2 ad, I'll cut my own head off with a chainsaw.
Promise.
Okay, halfway is pretty good.
Yeah. So it just kind of flops there.
Be careful
Yeah.
with that chainsaw.
You can still talk, but you're talking like Terrence and Phillip with your neck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
or like Benicio del Toro in Sin City. You know, when I lean forward, it's like.
Oh, I thought you meant like, yeah, do you remember that part in Sin City where Benicio del Toro's head got cut off halfway?
Yeah,
No.
his throat
That's
gets
just the
open.
way he talks.
That's just the Spanish for you.
Yeah.
That's all. Guacamole live on the podcast.
I know,
Let's
eh?
get racist, Liam. Anyway,
Quan.
Get that shit out
That
of
game
here.
was
Don't
so
have a
good.
Clean podcast.
Yeah.
all right. So let's cover our weeks starting from the future and moving backwards through time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right now, Pat, you are the furthest in the future. How
It's
was your
Tuesday
week?
morning, man.
Holy shit.
Bullshit.
Cora is
So
out.
Yeah.
So first of all, I want to make a couple of statements. One, doing the podcast in the morning is bullshit.
yeah, it is.
I just wake up,
Oh, I really
I'm
liked
sleepy. This is garbage. You shut up, Liam. You always like to get up in the morning because you're young.
it. That's the end of that sentence.
Full of piss and vinegar.
At the
He's got all
crack
that
of
energy.
10.
Did Liam just turn 16, right?
Yeah.
Just turned.
I thought so.
Week.
It's a good guess.
Second thing, more than Japan, I have discovered, due to Japan, my latent desire for coffee.
Oh yeah.
No kidding.
I have never drank coffee, but I've had like, hey, here, have a sip of this bullshit from Tim Hortons, and I always went, right?
And is the nation not ready to deliver on that want?
It's ready to deliver. So basically, I ran into a similar problem that you did, Woolie, where I got here and my brain goes, well, I get off the, the
You're dead. Your brain
flight,
is telling you that you're dead.
That's correct.
right? And my brain is, like you said, it's telling me that I have died, and that I need like poison electrolytes or something.
Yeah.
But I could not find my poison of choice, which is Red Bull, and could not find it. So I'm like, okay, well, there are 180 different kinds of coffee in this
You
machine.
gotta settle for Blackout God.
Wait, is it just
Sometimes-
like Shenmue, like a big coffee machine?
Yes.
Yes.
Holy
Exactly.
shit.
Dude, it is a vending machine that is the most next level vending machine you have ever seen.
Amazing.
On every corner, and not only on every corner, like 4 on a corner.
Yeah.
So
And then in one case 8 on a corner, and they're all run by different companies, so every single item is different. And so you pay $1 and you get fantastic milk and sugar, like hot coffee in a can.
Like,
is
occasionally
just-
you can get little
that's coffee.
foodstuffs in there too.
Yeah, it's just life changing.
Yeah.
You gotta find the Suntory machines if you want Boss Coffee.
Of
though.
course. Well, they're not
Yeah,
exactly hard to
I
find.
found
right?
one
But-
of those, and the Boss Coffee wasn't like. It was pretty good, but it wasn't as good as some of the other ones I've been having. Like the advertising has misled me.
Well, it's just the most popular, as far as I know.
If you drink this coffee, surely it will banish the wind and ghosts from your soul and into the
But
forest
now,
of Hokkaido.
now I'm fucked because now I want hot coffee in a can at every like possible opportunity.
Yeah.
and that
I'm
you've
gonna
only
have
got
to
a
come
week
back
left
home
of that. Yeah.
and go talk to a human being
oh no!
to get coffee.
you could always just buy a coffee maker and get good at making coffee.
No, that doesn't
Keurig
solve the
machines.
problem.
Can you get Amazon to send you coffee in the
In
mail
Japan?
every day
Yeah.
from Japan?
No, it has to be a robot. You don't get it.
No, I
If
do
I have
get
to
it. I've
put-
done it before.
If I have to put any effort into this process at all, it's worthless.
Well, then you don't have to worry. You won't get addicted to it.
Yeah.
And doesn't it feel good, like just plopping 100 yen coin in?
It feels fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's
See, I'm down with Pat because anytime I get fed food or drink by somebody that is not myself that made it, it tastes 10 times better.
Yeah, absolutely. And just like every single Woolie, you talked about this like not last week but 2 weeks ago. Every single piece of food I have eaten here is the best of that piece of food
Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
have eaten.
And not
I
even
went-
necessarily from a fancy place or
No,
anything. Like,
that beef
No,
bone shop
like,
around
there's-
the corner is
next
gonna
to the-
blow your mind.
Next to the guest house, there's this nice little chain restaurant called Coco's, and if
Oh,
you looked
yeah.
at it,
Yeah.
it would look like a Denny's or something of that caliber. You know, just like, oh, it's the shitty little fucking right. And you go
Yeah.
in there, and I had like chicken steak, and it's
Yes.
the best chicken I've ever had in my life. I ordered the Big American apple pie on their Big America menu, and it's the best apple pie I've ever had in my life.
That's not
And
fair.
in Japan at a fast food place.
Right.
I know.
No one does American food better than Japan.
Now,
It's the
Pat,
weirdest thing.
and specific to Coco's and a couple other places like that, how great is it to sit at a table and do whatever the fuck you want and have a button to call them when you're ready?
It's so useful.
I am ready for you.
Yes.
But then you run into the problem where you hit the button, and all I know of Japanese right now is for ordering food, and it's kodeku desai. It's like, can I please have this?
This, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
And that level of mastery causes the assumption of a total level of mastery.
Yes. Yeah.
At which point, the nice lady serving me jabbers on, I don't know, like
About
10
the grudge.
sentences.
She spouts kanji at you.
Yeah.
and just
You have to dodge
and
it.
then I end up
attacks you.
looking.
Yeah.
I end up looking to my girlfriend and going, "Help! I need.
You should
I need an adult."
Just give this like wide-eyed stare and just be like, "Ah!" Just run away.
Yeah. Just throw your arms up.
And they'll chase you and give you exactly what you were
Like
thinking of
this,
eating anyway.
this woman is pointing in this direction. She says we should go there, and you look up and you're like, okay, let's open up into this house, and you're inside the grudge house, and you're like, I didn't understand what she was saying.
No.
I thought the food was
Side
here."
quest accepted.
Side quest. Yeah.
So
Yeah, how's the
Japan.
jet lag? How's the place? How's
Jet-
the
okay,
fucking
jet lag.
everything, man?
jet lag is real bad.
Yep,
Oh boy!
that plane ride.
But like you, Woolie, because our sleeping schedules are so jacked in the first place, within like 2 days, I started going to bed at 10 o'clock and waking up at 6 in the morning, like a normal human,
like a normal human,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like people are supposed to do.
Doesn't that feel weird?
It feels great. I wish I could do it back home.
Yeah.
I'm
Wait,
gonna
wait.
try and do it back home.
So you guys have the same problem where you go to bed at like 5 a.m. and wake up at like 3 or some shit like that?
Oh,
because
yeah.
That's it. That's
yeah.
it, man.
All right, good. That's not just me.
Ever since I
the
started to go to
bane-
college,
The
my
bane
brain
of Let's
just wants
Players
that.
as well, in general, I would say. When
Yeah.
you don't actually
Everyone.
have like
Like-
a 9 to 5, it's
Yeah.
really
Just
tough.
Fucks get
I tend to
sleep
do the
schedule,
most
man.
work from, for some reason, midnight to 6 a.m. And I absolutely
Yeah,
hate it.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes,
Absolutely,
you're
dude.
completely right.
Like efficiency doubles
Yeah.
during the midnight hour.
Let's
Exactly.
Play 3 a.m.
It's the only time you're actually awake.
Yeah. So
You're like 4 in the afternoon, you're just like, ugh.
Right.
What have you done so far? dude?
Yeah, how's the actual country?
Let's see. I went down to Dotonbori. I saw, oh man. Going down to Dotonbori, like, you and I must have had a very different experience, Woolie, because you didn't play Yakuza 2.
No.
Sure.
And going down there and standing on that bridge, all like this giant, amazing cityscape with these like huge neon lit skyscrapers, and all I can think about is that they've added another safety rail on the bridge that would make it impossible for Kiryu to throw guys off the bridge.
Oh no.
That's a shame.
like that's it. Aside from specific locations, I'll get to a couple more of those in a second. Dude, you were talking all sorts of love about the trains here. Mm-hmm. What is wrong with you, Woolie? These are the worst trains that have ever existed.
No!
Like, have ever been created.
Wait, what do you actually...
Why?
Go on, yeah.
Let's pause right here. Whenever Pat's been anywhere,
Yeah.
he'll go, this sucks really hard compared to where I live. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is that this, or is that just like you're just not used to it?
No, that's no. This is a different thing, Matt.
Okay, well,
there's plenty
elaborate.
of that also.
Oh, okay.
because I'm a baby. But no, it's like the trains are smooth, quiet, reliable. Like the machine that you use to get on them is awesome. The people at the station are helpful. The problem is that you get on the train and then it doesn't go where you want to go.
Because you got on the wrong train.
Because you don't know where you're going.
No. The train says your station, and then you get on it, and the guy on the intercom says your station, and then you watch as you fly by your station
Because you're on the
and
express.
end up like
Yeah.
30 minutes away.
Oh no.
Why?
You got-
I have been getting lost on these trains a lot.
Ah, well. I hope
that
next
might wind
week
up
you have
in
a better
your favor.
experience.
Like you go to the wrong place, and this wrong place was better than our destination.
Oh, I'm at the
And you're
grass
like,
house
That's
now.
usually been pretty close to the case.
There you go.
Just like, and like, clean. Holy shit! these
No
people are
litter.
Clean.
Yeah.
No litter.
Yeah.
No litter.
No litter.
Nowhere.
There's no time to litter when you have to play Monster Hunter.
I saw a single piece of garbage on
Yes.
the ground the
And the
entire
cops
time.
were circling it and like giving it
flashlight.
tickets.
Yeah, well, and everyone looks at it and goes, that's where the gaijin were. The foreigners were
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
And
exactly.
then
Like
Japanese
that's
cops
the
is
running
filming.
joke.
Oh,
It's
man,
like
yeah.
I've run into probably the weirdest scenario. Like the experience, Woolie, you encountered this, and I'm encountering it especially with my girlfriend. The experience of being other, of everyone is staring at me. Everyone is
You're
staring
an
at me
outsider.
all the time.
You're like a notorious monster.
It's awesome. It's awesome. No, and also you people that told me Japanese folks were short, you lied.
It's not
They're
really
not
the case.
short.
They're kind of the same kind of height. Yeah.
They're still taller than me.
Oh, were you expecting some kind of ego boost?
I was expecting to be able to see over at least one person's head that wasn't
Pat was
a
going to
child.
be Gilligan for a minute. Let him have that.
I remember on Twitter I saw Takahata is also going to Japan. He's like, I can't wait to be 6'2" and walk around.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm
he
looking
will
forward
enjoy
to.
that.
And I was like, you should also probably call yourself Emperor Clobbersaurus, because that's
Yeah.
always what you should do when you're
And
in
do the
Japan.
Steiner voice.
Just do the Steiner voice. Yeah, exactly.
So I went down to Dotonbori, which is amazing. Like, just the scale. And, I wish we had little bridges that overlooked, entire city skylines back home. I went to a cool little barcade called Space Station, where I had a Zangief, which is a strong white Russian,
Nice.
Love it.
Of course.
which
That's great.
which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Nothing special, just put more vodka.
Good. Yeah.
And it's got a
let's
bunch
see,
of chest hair on the glass.
Yeah, well, I don't need any more, but I went down to Nara. Woolie, you went to Nara also, right?
Fucking deer!
Those deer don't have their not their heads. God.
Antlers.
They don't have their antlers anymore.
We talked
so
about
thank
this.
God, because
Yeah.
when I got in, the first thing I saw was this nice little lady trying to feed them, and one of them headbutted her near to the floor.
And her face
Just
just
Urian
came off.
headbutt style, just raw.
Yeah, and it's
It
this,
puts
it's
up an
this-
Aegis deflector and starts bouncing her off the shrine.
The deer just do unblockables all day long in Japan.
Yeah, exactly.
Pitiful scum.
He's getting up and he's like, ball! Overhead. What?
Get to work, leg.
Anyway, yeah.
So, Woolie, you were at Nara, right?
Yes,
so
I
this
was.
giant, amazing, beautiful, picturesque temple, surrounded by all these deer everywhere, and it's like a postcard, except for the fact that every square millimeter of ground is just covered with deer shit.
I was about to say.
And the trick to get around the fact that your national monument is just
It's
covered in
caked.
feces
Yeah.
is to tell people that it's good luck.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. I hope you wore different shoes that day.
Yes, I did.
Good, smart. That's what I
And
did
even
too.
then, I washed them, so
Yeah.
fuck it. I went down to Osaka Castle, which is both bigger and smaller than I expected.
Okay.
From a distance, it looks really, really large. Like everything else in this country, the sky, building wise. And when I got up close to it, I'm just like, how is Ryu supposed to fight
on this
on the edge?
Yeah.
It's like you
jump
could barely-
down.
There's
you
just
could,
not enough
3
real
guys
estate.
on there.
yeah.
How about that moat?
That dude,
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
It's a really nice castle.
It's useful, sure, for the invading hordes or whatever, but it's just beautiful. But yeah, that foundation is the biggest part of the whole fucking castle.
Did
You
read-
go up to it and you look up and it's all in your face. It's just all foundation, and then it way up above you, it's a pretty castle.
Did you read the story of like the family in the castle and Nobunaga and all that shit? As you
Yes,
went
I did.
down?
With you talking about with the little the holograms?
Yeah, with the little TVs. Yeah, exactly.
Did it look
Like,
just
that's
like
not
the
what-
opening to Onimusha 3?
More or less, you
Okay.
know.
More
Yes,
French
it did,
actors.
man.
All right.
Pretty much exactly the same, just with
Jean Reno
holograms
is an
inside the
important part of
walls.
Japanese history.
Yeah, definitely. He was
Like, I'm
Hideyoshi's
look-
second man.
Yep.
I'm looking at all this stuff and all this history and all these dioramas, and I'm overwhelmed with this feeling of ignorance because it's all Nobunaga and Hideyoshi, right? Mm-hmm. And all I can think of is I don't know anything about these people other than Nobunaga's apparently Satan.
And he has a good ambition.
He's the final boss of like a dozen games.
Yeah.
And that Hideyoshi's the other guy.
Yeah.
Hideyoshi was
like-
his second, yeah.
But then don't forget Mitsuhide.
Oh, he's the guy with the fight.
Guess what's going to happen? He
I don't
betrays
know.
him.
And then Takeda Shingen kicks all their asses.
It
and
happens how many times, Liam?
how many Dynasty Warriors? Like,
Every fucking game.
no, but in
every
Samurai
story.
Warriors and every anime
Anime.
season, there's like 3 of them. Square Enix released 2 different IPs based on that in the past 2 years. It's
yeah.
too much. I love it, but there's too much.
Like when old ladies watch like old timey like Humphrey Bogart movies or like soap operas, they're like, "Oh, this is just like my stories." I really like it. Like Japanese women be playing Dynasty Warriors. Game. Oh, it's just like my stories.
Good old
Yeah.
history.
Dynasty
Hideyoshi.
Yeah.
Oh, that Lubu.
Yeah, like, is Nobunaga
Chinese.
supposed to be a good guy
know.
or a bad guy?
He's an anti-hero. Is that correct?
He's
Is
kind
that
of
it?
like Shadow.
Oh my god.
Shadow.
No, who's that?
The hedgehog?
Nobunaga.
Nobunaga, yeah.
He is all he is. Really.
And he had a big gun
Yeah, 1 step forward, 2
and a
steps
motorcycle.
I
His
just
ambition
played.
was pure.
I just played Shadow the
Do it.
Hedgehog for the first time last.
Yeah!
Way too
I hear
soon.
that.
It is way
Awesome.
too soon. Well, we're having a theme for Halloween where we don't play scary games. We play horrific
games?
hedgehog games.
Ooh, okay, sure.
So we're just playing a lot of bad Sonic games.
So basically,
Were you
most of
able
them.
to complete Shadow?
Oh fuck no! Maybe I think we
wait.
got to the 3rd level, and I was just like, "Please turn it off. It's offensive to my eyes."
Okay, so it was
Yeah.
your own will gave out on that.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
like we have a call it moment where I'm calling
me
it.
and
I'm done.
I'm calling it. We should have that. actually.
Woolie and I have a certain affinity for that game, and
Yeah.
we pushed our LP to the end despite 2 crashes at the most climactic
Oh
moment.
my
That's the-
god!
The
Yeah.
game had no will.
Yeah.
Like, we wanted to go further, but the game stopped us, and we caught
Exactly.
it on video.
Were you guys playing the
Exactly.
PS2 version?
GameCube.
GameCube.
Oh, the GameCube. PS2 version runs at maybe 7 frames a second.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Maybe.
Awesome.
When at good
Fantastic.
moments. So it's
Silky smooth.
offensive
Yeah.
to the eyes.
Yeah, of course. That game's not good. It's got 12 endings, though.
Yeah, it does.
Makes it good.
Yeah.
So anything else about Nihon?
Yeah, 2 things. One, Wooly, did you end up going to Yodobashi Camera?
No, I didn't.
God damn it! This is the best. Like, this is like I went to temples, I went to castles. This camera store is Japan.
To be clear, it's an electronics store at this point. Like,
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
okay.
it says camera on the
It
side.
no, it is still called Yodobashi Camera.
So,
but
Liam,
it's
you've
more
been
than
there,
just-
right?
I've been to.
He's lived in
pretty
there
much all the
overnight.
electronic, the big.
Okay,
electronics.
so-
I avoided those in the soft maps. I just
This
Oh,
is
that's a
an
shame.
like this is an 8th-floor electronics store that is like
It might be that
larger
one
than.
that- was it the one that Spooky went to in his video? Because it was also
There's a
camera-
lot. There's a lot of them.
There's
Yeah,
similar
yeah.
ones.
It's a chain.
Alright, okay.
Yeah.
So the first impression is this is the brightest place
Yeah.
I have ever been in my life.
Mm-hmm.
It has the brightest halogen lights off on every corner of the ceiling, on every shelf, everywhere. It is searing. It is like walking into the electronic
Hell.
art of the universe.
It literally purifies your skin.
Yes, and then you wander up to the game. Like, there's restaurants at the top under the assumption that you're just going to spend the whole day here.
Yeah.
For like to get a mental image, Matt, it's like if you go to a Best Buy, but the floors are bigger and they're densely packed with stuff,
Yeah.
Much more
densely,
dense.
and there's 8 of them.
Yeah.
Like this thing's fucking massive.
Yeah, in Spooky's video of it, it was like very clear that this is the culture. Is we need 8 floors of electronics.
We'll build
Yeah,
upward,
absolutely.
right? Yeah.
So you go up to the game aisle,
Yeah.
and it's the not aisle, sorry, floor,
Floor. Yeah.
and it's the best floor of anything. I'm like, you're salivating.
It's awesome, isn't it?
Because you go and you have your games, your systems, your extreme novelty items, like your Monster Hunter 3DS case. Right next to that is all of your JoJo in the JoJo corner.
Of course.
Right next to that is all of your boy romance novels. Next to your romance novels.
Right where they should be.
It's like amazing. Everything you could ever want is right there. And that's where the problem ran into.
Too much choice.
Because I walked in there and I look over and every single wall is just covered with, hey man, you know what's out right now? Monster Hunter 4G.
Yeah.
It's out right now. Hey, look at that. That's a new 3DS right over there. Don't touch it.
Just look at
right
it.
there.
It's right there.
It's right there.
And, like, Bayo's there. Like, well, Bayo's will be there by the time I get back.
Every new thing is there from wall to wall.
So I end up just pacing back and forth in this camera store. And long story short, I may have made a stupid series of purchases.
Oh.
I may be bringing back a new 3DS and
God.
Monster Hunter.
And a couple of Mountains of Boy Love novels.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe.
So what you're saying is
That's not the
now,
stupid
now,
purchase.
now,
No,
now,
no.
now, Mount Splashmore, take me there right now.
now.
Yes.
Okay,
That's
fair
pretty much it, Matt. So I'd like to announce that starting today, Liam, I'm going to need your help learning Japanese.
I'm not going to get you
I'd
too
really
far,
appreciate
but
it.
I'll help with what little I can.
That being said, like the new 3DS, have any of you touched it anywhere?
Okay, so no, but I want to ask, did you get the new 3DS or new 3DS XL?
I got the new 3DS.
Okay, did you see the thing that the new 3DS XL loads faster than the new 3DS?
No.
It does.
serious?
It does.
Apparently.
Noticeably. There's a good comparison on Kotaku, actually.
That's absurd.
It's absurd. I can only assume the components are either too big to fit in the new 3DS, or they didn't spring for them because they charge more for the XL.
Way to deliver the
Anyway.
bad news with a smile on your face.
Well,
Leo.
while he's still in Japan and can fix it if he so chooses
I
to.
suppose.
no,
I
I'm not gonna.
suppose.
I'm not gonna quote unquote fix this.
No, it's not a mistake. I mean, just if he did.
That's weird to hear because everything on the new 3DS like loads like way faster.
Everything loads super quick, yeah. It's really
like,
cool.
Like noticeable difference, yeah, but it's still like more than twice as fast as the old one.
yeah.
Does Monster Hunter take
but-
advantage of any of the new stuff?
Yeah, it does. Not a lot,
Just the stick.
but it's the standout game for the analog
Gotcha.
nub. It's the one they use in all the promotion.
Yeah.
Because that game desperately needs it. Mm-hmm. And I'm like pseudo convinced that just like the Pro Controller for the Wii was pretty much invented for Monster Hunter Tri.
Yeah.
Like I'm more or less convinced that this analog nub exists purely for Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
There's a very good chance of that, yeah.
If the country of Japan could not somehow physically support Monster Hunter, Capcom would make it so that the government would have to attach something to the islands to make sure
Absolutely.
Monster Hunter could stay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the power.
So the new 3DS, like the smaller one,
Yeah.
this
LL.
it feels a lot like the DS Lite in that this is the
Amazing.
version that they should have come out with originally.
Okay.
Like this is like there's nothing wrong with it.
And it has a bigger screen than the original 3DS, but
Yeah,
smaller than the
it
XL, so
has
it's a really
it
nice
has
middle
the-
ground.
That's not confusing
Perfectly
at all.
sized screen. It has the absolutely perfectly sized screen where the original was too small and the XL is like freakishly too huge.
It stretches it way too much, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I really want to stare at this giant, like inch wide pixel. No,
Yeah.
this thing is perfect, and the finish is matte. They finally
Matt, yeah.
Matthew.
Matt
got
is the best
smart
finish.
and gave it a matte finish.
Yeah. Now, did you buy a Monster Hunter decal? Not decal. What are they called?
The cover case there. yeah,
not the
yeah,
case, but the
The top
the
clip.
clip-on. Yeah,
faceplate.
Faceplate.
Faceplate is
That's
the word you're looking
Ah.
No, I didn't get any faceplates.
Okay.
I'm looking at it. I was like, this is already a really stupid decision.
Right.
I'm not gonna just throw more stupid on the pile. Besides,
Okay.
the white and black ones look fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're
That
buying it
much
with
is true.
yen, so it doesn't feel like real money.
It's free money.
No, Woolie.
Really.
The conversion is not that difficult. Like it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't like I'm buying $500 worth of boxers and then realize, oh, wait, this is $500 worth of boxers.
See, as funny as that is, that was super exaggerated, and they're nowhere near that much. I don't know why
they're
Liam
not-
said
they're not
they're that
five-
much.
No, don't ruin it. Don't ruin the
Yeah.
illusion.
They were like $30 to $40 each. It wasn't that bad.
And I bought 6 of them, and they're underwear. They're really nice.
They're
though.
the nicest.
Like, how long are they gonna last? Will it, like, a
Forever,
day?
because I'm never wearing them again.
Yeah, no,
exactly.
They're going up on the mantelpiece.
I'm gonna display them behind glass.
Yeah.
I really appreciate the content warning in that video, by the way, guys. Thanks for that. Right before that flashed on.
No worries, man. Absolutely.
That's what JoJo's about.
That's the reaction.
That was a reaction.
Yeah.
No.
If anyone thought I had shame, you were wrong.
Very wrong. It's
No,
true.
Woolie, you don't have any shame. Why would anyone?
Well, exactly. You know, because I was telling Liam that I got a message from someone that was like, "Really, dude?"
And I was like, who in the world would say really to any of us? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like what
Guys,
At
this
this
channel
point.
is
At this
just
point.
like a slow countdown until it's just a penis mashed into a camera lens.
See, like Max,
That's really our
Max,
end goal.
you still have some integrity.
That's
So
pretty hype.
You can
I'm not
escape
gonna lie.
while you can.
And then, like, even incredulously, that somehow gets slapped with a content ID warning.
Nintendo owns that.
The hypest directions.
Yeah.
they own that, and then they send us
No,
footage of,
no,
like,
Matt,
Doshin
no
the
erection.
Giant.
No erection, just a soft smash
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
right into the lens.
Oh God.
When we have our quarterly meetings, that's always the end goal, and we see ourselves ticking towards there. But
Absolutely.
Right on.
The new shirt is just gonna be penis.
Are you you managing with the chopsticks and everything?
Oh man, chopsticks are no problem.
Yeah, no, I don't think
Like, that's not an issue.
people in Japan are really impressed that like we
Oh,
can
yeah?
handle chopsticks, but like we use
It's
them
been
all
years
the time.
now, exactly, yeah.
So-
No,
you know that Japan has seen the fork.
But I just,
Yeah.
It's not like they're plowing 40 acres with a couple of pool cues.
but I believe, like, I don't know. I see Pat as being the kind of guy that would just, for some reason, just get really angry at them
right.
and just.
Well,
fucking,
no, you think that because I have horrible stubby fingers that aren't good for chopsticks.
But they're
I
really
wasn't
good
saying-
for picking
He's had
up
that
his soap
Korean
by
place
hand.
next to him for a while, and they use chopsticks too, don't they?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly the reason why this is okay.
That answers that question.
That's how you get to Carnegie Hall. You practice.
Yeah, as long as they don't bring you the pity knife and fork,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
bad.
Oh no, that hasn't happened yet.
because they have those.
Usually meals are accompanied with chopsticks, and then over to the side is like a box of Western utensils.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like a whole case of them.
Isn't it really cool how they just have a ton there? So like, hey, you drop whatever, I'll just get a new one.
Yeah, fuck
or,
it.
Or you know,
I'll just get a new one.
You just have them. No need to ask for replacements or anything. It's just handy.
Dude, Woolie, did you talk about the towels?
No, but they're
those
the
are great.
best thing ever.
Right.
Dude,
Sounds
how
so
did you
good.
not talk about the pre-food towel?
There was just other stuff going on, man. I don't know, but you're right. Tell them about it.
Every single restaurant
Like a
will
proper
bring
sit-down
you
place. Yeah.
a hot towel to wash your hands with before the meal.
And
Every single one.
and it's not like a wet nap or anything. Like it's
It's
a
a towel.
warm.
No,
It is.
I remember-
It is the equivalent of a tiny barber's hot towel.
I
for your
remember
hands.
eating at 2 places in like North America where I remember getting some sort of hot towel, and I asked whoever I was with, "What's the towel?"
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, it's just like a pre-meal towel." And I'm like, "What?
Do I eat it?
Am I supposed to eat the? Yeah, exactly.
No, you don't.
Am I supposed to
eat the
swaddle
towel.
my
Don't eat the
meal?"
towel.
Okay, Pat, you have to start a camera and then just eat the next towel and see what everyone
I'm
thinks
not
of you
going
on
to eat
camera.
the towels. These nice
Do
people.
it for the camera.
You either have to
It's
eat it or
actually
wash your
considered a
back
huge
with it.
insult if you
Yeah,
don't eat
yeah.
the pre-meal towel.
Just take off your shirt and wash your pits. Just
If I listen to you motherfuckers, I would be
Exactly.
kicked out of this country.
but they never got kicked out, so maybe they're onto something.
yeah.
Pat gets back home on a dinghy. I made it.
2 years from now.
2 years later.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I made it.
Hey guys, I'm back. What I miss? What's
Bayonetta
going
4.
on?
Bayonetta 4.
Bayonetta
Marvel 5 came out. They skipped 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is
Virgil's
SNK
still
still
top tier.
alive?
Yeah. Well, is Doki Doki Magic Shimpan 4 alive? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I've been
Yeah.
seeing a lot of like near copies of that all over the place.
Yeah.
Dude, are you gonna hit up an onsen? because I highly recommend it.
No way.
I know it's a little uncomfortable, but it's still...
No way, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, the sensation is like nothing else. It's amazing.
No.
The sensation.
No way. Hell no. No. No.
Pat doesn't want to shame
Screw
the
that.
Japanese people with his giant dick.
There you go.
That's not quite exactly the sentiment, but I'll take it.
See, I'm confused. Is this like a Japanese cuddle bar?
No, it's a hot spring.
It's the bath.
And you're
It's-
just traditionally
Oh.
It's
naked.
E-Honda stage.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's
Yeah.
all you had to
It's
say.
basically
Yeah.
every episode of every anime. That's that place.
The hot
Yeah.
springs.
The hot
Yeah, it's that
springs
part where
episode.
Takamura runs up to you and grabs your dick for no reason.
To
Right.
make fun of how well endowed you are, because
Or-
that's big and shameful.
And meanwhile, on the girls' side, they're like, "Oh, I can't believe how big this one's boobs
Run
are,"
away.
and so on. Yeah.
Run away.
But no, honestly, just the hot spring like feeling is
Feels good.
just
You
it's
can't
so
make
fucking
me.
great. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you. I'm just saying you spent some money to get to the place.
I will fight you.
I think I said this before, but do you want to relive the most memorable part of Asura's Wrath?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
I
I
can't
don't.
remember that part of the
Yeah.
story.
Oh my god. The part where you can see right up Asura's dad's butt.
Yeah, you just stare at girls and monkeys in his butt. That's it.
Yep.
That's literally it.
I was gonna say, dude, on the,
I gotta play more of the source.
And then burst
No,
everywhere.
you don't.
Yeah, burst
The
everywhere.
thing with the trains, dude, though, Pat, is that as confusing and as terrible as it is when you get on the wrong one and don't get where you want to go, when
Yeah.
you look at the grand scheme of things, it's just this perfect, harmonious movement of
yeah,
like
you're right.
It's the tightest ship
astonishing.
ever run.
unbelievable.
Like,
I thought it was like just me and my girlfriend who can't figure out the trains, right? That's what I originally thought. Like, we're not from here, can't figure it out, right? Mm-hmm. So then I'm having drinks with a guy who lives in our guest house, right? And I ask him, "Hey, man, do you understand the trains?" No,
really?
nobody understands the fucking train.
I never. I'm not gonna lie. I never really had any problems with them at all. Like it went
well,
pretty
then
well.
I hate you, Liam.
Just take your time. Check,
Just
check,
get good, I
recheck.
guess.
You know, don't get on the wrong train.
Everyone's making Pat feel bad.
He should feel bad. He's not
That
getting
seems
in
to be
the
the
onset.
theme
He
of this
shouldn't feel bad. He
friendcast.
should feel great. Just
Okay.
This is the
This is
weirdest
how the
guilt
friendcast
I've ever
works.
felt.
The weirdest guilt.
Fully.
I'm
Like,
not-
get naked, get into the bath.
Let them see
Figure
your
out the
dick,
trains.
Pat.
Get
Let them
naked.
see it.
This is not what I
do it on the
expected when I
train,
signed
too.
up for this.
you're gonna have to.
Take a bath on the train.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Eat the
They'll
towel.
promote you to emperor.
When the police bring you in, cite cultural differences.
Yeah. Make sure to get on the woman-only train while you're doing that.
Oh God.
Remember that part you really laughed at in Godzilla where he's waiting in the police station and then there's this weird couple that go up and they bring their goth son.
Yeah,
And they're
yeah.
like, they're just yelling at him in Japanese and he's all like, you don't understand. me."
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he yells to the kid, "Bakayero!" Like,
Back me up!
dumb shit. You know, it's great.
Well, glad to hear you're having a good time.
Yeah, man, that's
Yeah,
cool.
overall, are you having
Fantastic.
a good time? Okay.
Good,
Absolutely.
good stuff. Good stuff.
I'm going to be going down to Kyoto and Universal Studios in the next couple days.
Cool.
Okay.
If I'm lucky, I'll get to see that Biohazard thing.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, I hope it's still
Yeah.
there.
It is currently still there. It just matters whether or not I get to it on time.
Okay, that'd be really sick. You gotta manage that.
If I was to ever visit Japan, I'd only want to go for one day, and that's on Tom Cruise Day. I just want to see it. I just want to
day is
see it.
the
Tom
spectacle of the affair.
Right.
What's funny,
Just
like,
this gigantic balloon being brought down the streets, and it's just a big smile.
Universal and where I live has like a special thing too. I always saw the Raccoon City Biohazard stuff at Universal Japan. In SoCal Universal, and we're all going to be going next Sunday, they're doing Alien versus Predator.
Yeah.
So they have a giant AVP maze of like a crash ship.
A maze?
I
That's
watched a
super
video
cool.
tour of that, and it was in, like face huggers that move
Oh.
in the
I-
vials and stuff, and
That's
guys
great.
just in predator suits. And
I am
xenomorph
totally
suits.
trying to like unspoiler myself, so I'm not like watching
Okay.
anything. I'm just going to walk into it.
Yeah, no,
Good idea.
I did pretty much the exact same thing with the Biohazard thing. I know that it's there.
Yeah.
And I've seen like 4 screen screen
photos,
grabs of like
Photographs.
People
Yeah.
come in
no,
and
not
off the
screen grabs,
streets.
photographs.
Yeah, I saw
like
those.
people being attacked, and I'm like, I don't want to know what this is. I don't want to know what it is.
Right.
But it's fantastic. Like, and I actually like playing against Japanese players more because their connections are way better than most American players. It's a little
Even
funny.
from the West Coast?
Even from West Coast to Japan, those matches are way smoother. So,
Yeah. Hey, so I should mention something about Japan. I got here, and my girlfriend has this Wi-Fi thing that we've been carrying around.
Oh, they're amazing, aren't they?
This Wi-Fi thing that costs like $35 is faster than my fucking internet at home.
Exactly.
This just gives you internet,
and it
right?
runs on 3G. Yeah.
No, North
Yeah, and you
American
just leave the
internet
house
is
with it.
garbage, dude.
It's
By
unbelievable.
comparison.
I'm paying 3 or 4 times as much for a wired connection that I can't leave with.
how
That's
big is it?
not
Is it
as
like a
good.
Ghostbusters backpack?
No, it's like a cell phone.
No, it is the size. It is smaller than my cell phone.
Holy shit. This is bullshit.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
We have third world internet compared to some other places.
Yeah, I still have horrible internet where I live in California.
Well,
can't do
Well, it's
anything
not,
about
it's not
it.
like California is like any sort of central hub for computers or anything.
no.
Yeah, no, it's Silicon Valley's
No
just
servers there.
no one cares anymore.
No, it's all flash and thunder.
And riots and earthquakes.
Yeah.
So where are you right now, Pat? Where in the world is Pat San Diego?
The world is little Pat Walter.
Nice.
Oh,
good
that's-
one.
Great, amazing.
That's real smooth.
I didn't know
That's
what to
real,
call
real
him.
smooth.
I should call him Gnome in Japan, or
Shoehorn the syllables into the song. That's how it works. How's it
Anyway,
going?
where I am is the beautiful downtown Sheraton in Hiroshima, Japan.
Oh.
I did not, in fact, end up going to Tokyo. I was given a much more interesting and better location to go visit in the vicinity of Hiroshima.
Okay, so no geek shopping for you.
No. Well, no, I did plenty of geek shopping at Yodobashi, but that's a different topic for later on.
a different day.
Well, no. I just mean I have a list, man. I have a list in front of me of stuff I did because I remember, I don't remember what I do,
Right.
so I figured I would write it down and make a list.
Always good.
So you want me to hit this list or what?
Sure.
You have a list. Here's the order of the list.
Is it like a
that it's in.
pre-recorded message that you did?
Yeah.
You guys,
That's what we want.
You guys are dicks.
Just press
okay?
play on the yak back.
Just give us your
Yeah,
list.
exactly.
I'm just gonna, I'll
And
press
we'll-
play on the yak
I
back.
put it on
Fucking-
fast.
We'll press yes on our pre-recorded responses going, interesting. Honey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
as much of this podcast as we can get through without actually having to talk to one another.
Right.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Perfect.
Yep.
Right.
All right, so the first thing I did after,
Yes, honey.
fuck you, you fucking cunts, cunts.
Go.
You pieces of
Go ahead.
We can add a Japanese flavor by going while nodding.
Yeah.
First thing I did last week after the podcast, I went down to Universal Studios
USJ.
because I wanted to get into the biohazard thing.
Yeah, you did.
So, fun for me, biohazard shit is ticket appointment only.
I was hoping you would have to be this height to enter and you wouldn't make it.
So fuck me.
Oh, shit.
That's impossible. That being said, Matt, they have a giant water world section.
Do they tattoo your back?
Studios Japan. No.
And you have to deposit 40 yen to continue.
Oh,
No,
God.
I did not.
Are
I
there
did not-
actors
so-
that dress up?
So the Universal, the fucking Waterworld sequence is the most. Apparently, it's the coolest part of the park because I was told it's a live stunt show that reenacts the final action scene of the movie.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But when you just look into the section, it's just completely empty at every point of the day.
But the performers
Because
still gotta do it.
Yeah.
No, because that stuff's out of sight, so it just looks totally empty.
Right.
It does look like shit.
What they do have is an awesome Jurassic Park attraction.
Cool.
That has you going through like the containment thing. It's a fucking like log ride.
Jurassic Park.
But what is this Universal Studios Japan's big thing is their Harry Potter thing?
Yeah.
Of course.
And
Yeah,
Matt,
that
you're
opened not too
into
long
Harry
ago.
Potter, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not anymore.
You got out of the game.
Yeah, now you're a
I got out
muggle.
of the game when the spoiler hit. I got out.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you said as much at some point.
But I went down there and they have just they make you walk for like 15 minutes through a forest in the middle of I don't know. But they have totally recreated Hogsmeade and the castle to a scale that looks real
Wow, that's cool.
real convincing.
Don't they have that in the States too? Or am I
Yeah,
nuts?
there's an American Hogwarts as
Yeah,
well.
okay.
That's also pretty new.
Does USJ have butterbeer?
Yes, it does. I did not have the chance to
The
try
fuck?
it. There were too
Or-
many
or fire-
super fans
or fire
in the
whiskey.
way.
My sister went to one of the in the States. She said the butterbeer was atrocious.
Oh no!
It was just too sugar and nothing. Apparently,
That's what kids love.
I know.
Yeah, it's like the process happened where I turned to my girlfriend and I said, "Is that real beer?" And she said, "No, it's butterbeer." And I said, "Well, we don't have to stand in line now."
It's also at 9 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah. It's 10 p.m. here.
Yeah,
No,
for
it
you.
was like 6. It was
Hey,
like 6 p.m.
If
Come on.
the Harry Potter exhibit's got butterbeer, did the Waterworld exhibit have a vial of your own pee?
No, I don't know. I
Buy
didn't
your
manage
own
to go
tea.
into
That
it.
sucks.
Isn't it fucked how quickly the sun sets there, man?
So that
Land of the
is what I
Rising
don't
Sun.
get. I don't get. My girlfriend has been telling me every day, it's the land of the rising sun.
Yeah,
That also
there you
means
go.
it's the land of the setting
That
sun.
shit's in a hurry to get the fuck out, man.
Just gone.
That combined with the time zone, like this makes no sense. How is their time zone like set to a time in which 4:30 p.m. is when the sun goes down?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
How did they decide that
What
meant it was
accident made
4:30 in
this
the
happen?
afternoon? It's bullshit.
Good old
and as a
3
result,
o'clock
everything in everything in the fucking country just closes at 5 p.m.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
Like,
Tokyo's
but
alive. Tokyo's alive after dark.
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
I bet.
but the other places. not so
Hiroshima
much.
is not. Osaka is a little bit more. So this Hogwarts thing has this, like a roller coaster built into the castle.
Yeah, just like the real Hogwarts.
First of all, this is the most amazing line I have ever stood in.
Mm-hmm.
It deserves special mention because the line is just you standing in parts of Hogwarts with the paintings on the walls moving
nice.
like they're supposed to.
And they're all yelling at you to be polite.
Yes, in Japanese, so I don't know what they were saying, but I assume that's what they were saying. And then you get into this fucking. I don't know. It's a combat. You remember those old D-box things,
Yeah.
like at amusement
D-box
parks,
chairs.
Yeah.
where it would just shuffle around in your chair.
Yeah, pretty much.
They've combined that with a roller coaster that goes only sideways,
Cool.
so you can't see the track ever, and
Okay.
it just goes. It goes through a flash forward of like. Then the Dementors attack you. Then the dragon attacks you. Then you're in the Quidditch match, and it's throwing you all over the place.
And then
A regular day at Hogwarts.
Hans Gruber attacks you.
And then you're 80% through the ride when you just slam to a stop, and all the lights turn off, and you hear a confused Japanese lady come onto the intercom going, "Eto, sumimasen."
Oh no!
And you're just stuck in there for 5 minutes looking around,
What a
like
mysterious
hanging
ride.
in front, like stuck.
The best
hanging
part
in
of
front
Harry
like
Potter,
a
right?
bottomless pit with all the lights turned
Like,
off
did
and
they-
none of the
This
machinery
is
on.
Like,
this is
did
made
they
to
not-
recreate the tension between each book release.
Yeah.
Did they not finish it? I don't know.
That makes me long for the days of animatronics, because then you would see those things in the middle of talking go,
Just fuck up. Yeah.
Ronald, where's
Yeah.
now?
That's what happened. So they start the ride back up, and the ride just slowly comes back to life like the animatronics, and you just slowly walk past the dragon head that has all of its mechanics turned off,
Oh, no.
and is just a big, stupid-looking dragon head now, just with no lights.
Terrible.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, that's an experience at least.
But then they just let you go again.
That's fun.
Worth every penny.
And you go on it, and then, Woolie, you could not ride this ride. I walked off and almost felt like I was going to throw up. Like, this thing was...
You know, contrary to popular
intense.
belief, I'm actually a really big fan of roller coasters.
I was going to say,
What is
Woolie's
wrong
only thing
with
is like
you?
first-person
It's-
clipping.
You have the most specific motion sickness in the world.
Because it's virtual.
Yeah.
It's not real. My actual...
Why would
is
the
your
real
vomit
one
virtual
affect your
then?
body more?
It's because what's happening on screen doesn't emulate
no
what's
association
going
in
with
your
my body.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess. You're still nuts.
VR is totally fine for me, actually, because it's 1-to-1.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're just making it up for attention.
Yes!
It's just bad at first-person shooters.
Anyway.
So, Universal Studios is awesome. I don't know, like, there will be footage of this, because I don't know how to say this in a way that doesn't sound like the lamest thing ever. But they have a light show / parade there that is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's all off-brand Disney robot elephants.
Mm-hmm. Yes, of course, those classic characters.
Like, made out of light bulbs. And it's the loudest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
You know what I want to see in Japan? I want to see a parade of that balloon thing that was Solid Snake.
Yeah.
Remember all those balloons? I just want to see like a 50-foot tall snake made out of small balloons just going down Osaka.
Floating above the children.
And all the children are like, gross, we hate this old man.
Big Boss is the new shit.
Yeah. A bunch of Bishi Raidens that are doing naked cartwheels down the street.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Just
A crew of young men doing it. That'd be nice.
There you
There's
go.
like a confused Colonel Campbell on the PA system just telling you a bunch of bullshit you don't understand.
Like, the thing I saw is pretty close to what you're describing.
Okay.
Oh, good. I'm looking forward to it.
Making Konami money right now, man. That was free.
Naked cartwheel.
Woolie and Liam, I remember vividly you guys talking about a Gundam machine in the arcades.
Yeah, well, there's the
It's a
pod.
giant sphere. Kind of.
Yeah, the pod.
Right, yeah.
That thing's awesome.
Isn't
Oh,
that
so you
the-
played
That
it.
thing's amazing.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Which isn't that the one you said was not great?
It's not that great, but if this is your first time in...
The game inside it kind of sucks.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean.
Exactly.
Yes. There's another game that they have in the same pod, which is a jet-like fighter game. That's way better. And if you play that one instead, but the game itself, the Gundam game, is really
The cabinet is great.
And I got to play Gunslinger Stratos
Yay.
finally.
It's good, isn't it?
But I only got to play the tutorial because
why?
the machine was telling me to get a card.
It's a Nessica card, but you just have to press the cancel button.
In the language... Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I was stuck in the training mode and didn't get to actually play it because I can't read the language.
Yeah.
But more important than that, Woolie, did you go to the Sega Avion?
There are Sega arcades all over. Like,
Anyway, more
I've been to
important than
multiple.
more important than any of these arcades games is the girl Photoshop booth.
Oh, yes, Pikura.
Purikura.
Purikura,
That
rather,
is-
yeah.
There are some very weird looking photos of me and my girlfriend in my fucking bag now.
Okay.
Of our eyes
Okay.
blown out to shit.
So that means
This is the-
you went to the ones where it's like male plus female, okay. Because they have
No.
rules where they're like male, not okay, male plus male, not okay.
Yeah, but if you just walk
females
in and
only
just
or
follow
couples only.
walked in,
Okay,
just kicked down
so-
the little flap.
That might explain why all the teenage girls were looking at us weird
No.
when we were walking into these machines.
But wait, if you're okay, then why is it
Some
weird?
no, some are okay, some are not. In one arcade,
The
it
important
was girls only. Doesn't matter
I
who
never
you're
saw
with.
that. Or at least
Yeah.
I never paid enough
The important-
attention and I just walked right
So,
in.
so it could be like a mom
Yeah,
and her
same
daughter.
thing.
Well, Liam, you know, like,
Yeah, I
you can
I can pass.
just wink,
for either.
wink and
I-
nod.
I don't understand the appeal of this machine because I did it as like a novelty goof, right? Haha, I have big anime eyes.
You just
There were
described the
ton-
appeal.
Yeah, but you also
There were
like
tons-
don't wear like you don't understand the appeal of makeup, and you don't understand like it's the same thing.
Hey,
I
kawaii!
guess
Yeah.
it's-
Sugoi! That's it.
fucking
We're
Yeah.
done.
weird. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's like a
Because-
cultural thing that we just don't
With
have.
all this Japan talk,
but
did
we
you
have photo
see?
booths. Like, we have those.
Did you see that new app that Japan has? That if you take a picture of your cat and you sync it up with your cat's face, an anime cat girl pops out, and it's individualized to the color pattern of your cat.
Oh,
and
it's
the
like
cat's
barcode
eyes.
Kanojo.
How did that take so long to get made?
I don't know. I just saw it. I just saw this little orange like tabby cat, and then this like hot little cat girl jumps out. And I'm like, yeah.
Oh my god. That sounds like that would be the first app ever made for a phone in Japan ever.
Worst thing ever.
Yeah.
Matt furiously scanning Zach.
That's the
that'd be
worst
so
thing
cool.
I've ever heard in my life.
I don't know. I think it's all right.
What happens if you scan Benny?
The phone blows up.
Oh, okay, good. Sasuga Nippon.
No, you get Saberwolf, right?
Yeah,
That's what Max's videos tells
You would
us.
get that color Saberwolf. You would. That's true.
Let's see. What else is on this fucking thing? Unless Woolie, did you have just a question?
No, I was gonna move. I was gonna ask you, where else? Because you clearly went to one of the good arcades that had the multiple floors. Play any rhythm games? Did you see any of the crazy rhythm games?
I went down to the rhythm game section, saw it, and went nah.
Oh, okay.
All right,
sure.
And then I went up to the fighting game section and was baffled at the shit selection of games until I found the emulator box that lets you play Exard.
Yeah. That's the one.
That's weird.
It's the PC.
So you
basically.
you have six arcade cabinets that are emulator boxes that play 20 games. Then you have 4 solid rows of BlazBlue.
Finally.
Yep.
Well, which arcade did you? I mean, like
It sounds
no
like you were.
Street Fighter, no
It sounds like you were in one of the the offbeat ones.
If you look around, you'll totally find other ones with a better selection. I'm sure. I mean, I haven't been to the area, but I'd be shocked.
Yo, Exard feels real good.
Exard's good, isn't it?
It's fucking Exard.
It's Guilty
Exard's
Gear.
real
like,
good.
Yeah.
Aside from arcades, I climbed Inari Mountain,
Mm-hmm.
which is where the that Fox Shrine is.
Mm-hmm.
There are like 80,000 shrines built into this fucking mountain.
Yeah, you have to worship.
Like, it's 3 hours up. Well, I guess if you're a piece of shit like me. And every single step of the way, you know in Shadow Warrior that bit where it's those red gates that
Yeah.
you're walking through.
Yeah.
Like just
Tory, yeah.
okay. This is like a full 2 kilometers of that up a mountain.
That's cool.
Another.
That just never.
Oh,
stops.
okay, because when you said it was a 3-hour trip and you climbed the mountain, I was like, oh, you're talking about the smallest mountain in the world? It's in Osaka?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right, well,
No.
And also,
Get
when
the camp
you
halfway.
when you describe that, it reminds me of that one scene in Ninja Scroll where he's under all those arches,
Yeah.
and he looks around, and that's after he gets poisoned in Ninja Scroll.
Well, we actually went to that place. And there's a place in
Went to
Kyoto.
Ninja Scroll.
It's a Ninja Scroll, exactly.
He went to the Ninja Scroll exhibit. That'd be so awesome.
Yeah, man.
The big rock guys there.
The Venom Lady and
Venom
shit.
Lady.
Autographing stuff.
Like, can I run in the forest with you, blind swordsman? He's like, no, not today. It's my day off. That'd be awesome.
So I don't want to go too deep into that because anything that I can say it'll be better in video form. 'Cause it's just fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Aside from the fact that there are people that totally live on this fucking mountain, and you get all the way to the top, which kicked my ass. And you're overseeing Kyoto from the top of a mountain,
There you
and
go.
then at the very tip top, an old man lives there.
Yes.
Like a 90-year-old man.
Yeah.
Like when I was shooting a bit, would just wandered out of his house to fix his umbrella.
Yeah, if you bring in the right metals, he'll make you a sword.
Ching!
Yeah.
The Masamune.
Or the Murasama. Take your pick.
Whichever. Or both. I mean, yeah.
2 for 1 today.
Woolie, I remember we talked about it. Did you ever end up getting to go to Nijo Castle?
No, we went to Osaka Castle.
Okay, yeah. I talked about that last week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
Nijo Castle, not as cool as Osaka Castle until you walk on the floor.
Yes,
The floor,
the super security floor there that squeaks.
the floor squawks at you
Yeah, man.
like nightingales.
And every single piece of the floor in every single part of this castle is yelling at you that you're going to kill the Shogun.
Yeah. I don't know if did you guys get the sort of like how this why this place exists
already.
and stuff?
Yeah.
It's this whole big corridor that surrounds the main room, and every step you take is loud as fuck.
So nobody could
No
ever
ninjas.
not hear it.
No
It
ninjas.
sounds. It's called the Nightingale Hall because it sounds like nightingales are squawking
Yeah,
everywhere. And then they've even pulled the bottom off the castle in a couple places so you can look, and it's the simplest thing ever. It's just nails
cool.
rubbing up against like the wood in a really specific way that makes this noise. It's awesome.
So yeah,
let's
the guy's
see, what
like,
else we got here?
That's kind of
the
like
guy's
how,
like, oh, someone's clearly trying to assassinate me because someone's walking towards me.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to kill the first person that I see.
Yeah, and then
so
they've got guards
you
hidden
have
in the
the
walls, you know.
Yeah, so you have the Nightingale Hall, and then you have, you see those doors with the tassels? Dudes just hung out in there waiting for assassination attempts. Like,
waiting to kill.
Not very confident, the Shogun.
That
radical.
That hallway name reminds me of how in Naruto Sasuke does the Chidori move.
Oh my god, get out.
And that means 1,000 birds because it's like 1,000 birds chirping like electricity.
Oh my god, shut your fucking mouth,
We just
Woolie.
end the
Shut
podcast here.
You're killing Naruto.
What are we at? 10
Killing
minutes
it.
is good
He
enough.
did already.
He's already dead.
Yeah. Like I said, I was in...
I found my headband. No. I was digging through my shit and I actually
find your
I
headband?
actually found it. I was digging through old shit and I found it and I fucking tossed it.
I know, I thought you were going to, like, make a comeback video.
Yeah.
That you pour a 40 out while wearing the headband.
You should make a video of you being sad that
God
it's over.
damn it.
Just a retrospective on your life.
You pour the 40 out on a photo of Kishimoto or whatever.
What's going on, Pat?
Let's see. I'm in Hiroshima, which is awesome, beautiful city. I went to the Peace Museum.
Yeah, I heard Hiroshima bounced back.
It's like crazy. If you have a weak stomach or can't handle like tragedy, don't go to the Hiroshima Peace Museum.
Yeah.
That's what my
You know
girlfriend
what?
told me because she went as
Right,
well.
right.
That's the same
That
thing as
is the
when...
most brutal thing I have ever seen in my life.
That was the same thing as when my sister went to Poland and she went to the World War II museum there and she was like, that was rough.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is the roughest shit I've ever seen in my life because it's like, okay, so first of all, the museum's dirt cheap to enter. I think it's like $5 because they want you to come see it. They want everyone to come see it because atomic war is horrible. And then I went in expecting to see exhibits. What I wasn't expecting to go in was here's the destroyed / burnt off clothes that the 8-year-old caught in the blast.
Yeah, look at the horrors of this explosion. Absolutely.
You see any shadows on the floor type fucked up
shit? Yeah, no, they tore one of the human shadows off of a building and have it inside the thing. It is dark.
And they're like, here's that can that Woolie shakes.
What?
The can of mints or whatever.
From Grave of the Farm.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Boy's favorite pastime.
That's the one.
You fucking shit.
Sitting on we're gonna be old, sitting on rocking chairs on a porch somewhere. At 80, I'm just gonna shake the can at you, and you're gonna fucking have a heart attack and
No,
die.
it's gonna take him like 5 minutes to realize what you're doing, then he'll yell at you.
You guys are complete pieces of shit. By the way, I just remembered, because you're such pieces of shit, I have not even seen Blackout God. I have not even laid eyes on it anywhere.
Someone informed me.
See, it's on the shelf at the top.
It's only at Don Quixote.
Oh.
And someone informed me that I've been understanding the concept of Blackout God all wrong.
What? How? We were already building more.
Please build this up.
Because whatever you had in your mind was not it. The true concept of Blackout God is... Because the KO is emphasized on the can.
So it's to knock you the fuck out.
It's blackout.
It makes you black out.
And then KO God. And then defeat God.
Oh!
Shut up.
This is what the word is trying to imply.
You're making that up.
I swear to God.
Buy a drink that knocks you out.
Because then it gives you the power to defeat God.
But if you just want a boost.
I don't need to kill gods right now.
Well, then they have regular blackout for that.
Okay. Oh, okay. Phew.
Just blackout. In case you just want to blackout, and
one
you
just
black
knocks
out
you out
God
on
in
the
case you
floor.
want to black out and smack God in the kisser. I don't. What a mysterious country.
Oh,
Don Quixote.
you guys
Don
are
Quixote.
assholes.
Yeah. Hey, have you played any more
still
Monster
have
Hunter
yet
4?
to go to a.
Have
Pardon?
you played any more Monster Hunter 4?
No, not yet. I'm waiting to go back home where I can pull up
Yeah.
everything on my television.
Yeah, absolutely.
And have like all that shit done.
Oh yeah, the
I
graphics.
played a little bit of it. The fucking tutorial fucked me up
Oh,
because
no.
it tells you to look up at guys in the sky,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't know how to do
You're
that.
like, how?
So you're just walking around
No,
doing
it's
nothing.
no, because I didn't know what
He
it
doesn't
wanted.
understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tutorial
So
to
I'm
look
gonna
in this
start that
place.
back up
Yeah,
when I'm home, and I have
translation
a quest guide and a translation guide, etc., etc.
There you go. There you go.
That's nice that there's enough of a fan base that they have that already done.
Gotta have it.
Okay, I'm glad you like it. What else
Hello,
is happening?
I'm losing you guys.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
We still hear you. All right.
Okay, so technical issues aside, what was the last thing that I said that was heard by you guys as a
You were
human?
talking about Monster Hunter, and then you were kind of segueing to something else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you couldn't look up, and you were using a translation guide.
Yeah,
The Monster
that was
Hunter.
it.
No, but basically, I'm gonna start putting time into that when I get back.
But somehow refused to use a translation guide for Yakuza.
Yeah.
So
What an upset.
you shut.
To be fair,
Yakuza, should I say?
to be fair, Yakuza has way more text and story elements.
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
Monster Hunter has way less.
Like,
Hey man,
like
quitters
here's the
never
thing,
win.
right? Even if
Winners
I
never
never
quit.
learn any Japanese and just get a menu guide, I'm gonna be able to get through most of that game.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
every item has a symbol, and I know how to kill monsters.
And the story is just so thin.
Who cares about? There's a story. Who gives a shit? I want to get a bigger sword.
Sure.
Like that. That's what that
What's
game
the
is.
story
Samus
behind that
Buster.
sword?
But why do you want
what's-
a bigger sword?
I made it out of a Rathian's guts.
Why do you hunt?
That's the story.
you keep
Because
hunting.
monsters are bad.
What, are you sure monsters are bad, or you just don't understand them?
Oh, shut
Maybe
up.
if you were
Oh, shut
able
up,
to
you
read
fucking-
the monster's diary entries.
Yeah, you would know.
You guys are shits. You guys are total
The
shits.
monster's like itchy, tasty.
So you completely avoided Tokyo. That's
I
that's
completely
a
avoided
very
Tokyo.
different trip to Japan.
Yes, and no, I'm getting there. There's a reason for that. But before I get there, I have to say. So last week I talked a lot about how the trains in
Yeah.
Osaka are the worst.
Yeah, you did.
Well, I had an excursion by myself with no help from anyone. My girlfriend was not there to like guide me throughout this strange place.
No stroller.
Back to Yodobashi because I decided to go nuts and buy a Mad Catz tea too, which are totally just on the shelf there.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Okay, because I want it.
All right.
Because I wanted it. I can get it a month early now.
Bring it
Yeah,
on.
I suppose.
Anyway.
Duh.
Anyway.
I want.
Here's some good news from Lab
that's-
Zero this week.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll get there.
So all of a sudden, the trains became really easy to follow, and I had no trouble getting lost.
I wonder why. It's like they were good all along.
And I seem to have pinpointed the navigational issue.
Oh no! Oh no!
Stop glaring at me.
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh.
So we're gonna move. Fuck you. Anyway, so we're gonna move on. from this topic.
Oh no.
The
Well,
reason I came out
Yeah.
to Hiroshima and not to Tokyo is because a friend of a friend suggested, hey, you could go to Tokyo, or you could go to Okunoshima,
Uh-huh.
which is way
That sounds
out
made
in
up.
the sticks. No, it's real.
It's real.
It's way the
Like a
fuck
day
out
trip
there.
away.
It's like you go to Hiroshima, then you take the Shinkansen to Mihara,
Mm-hmm.
then you take the 2-car local line out for a half hour into what is basically Inaba.
okay, so yeah, you found your way out there too. We took, that sounds exactly like the trip I took out to Hakone, but
that's also
interesting.
It's also like when I went to Cuba. It's like you go to Havana because it's 2 hours away, and that's like the main city. So would you want to do that because it's just a big city?
And the reason why you go out to Okinoshima is that it is the former poison gas factory island.
Oh, cool.
There you go.
You're in Fort Gas County, USA.
It used to be like this secret poison gas island that was off the map.
And now it's a public
because it's embarrassing.
gas island.
Now it's a public poison
Open
gas
for
island.
tourism.
But the deal is that when the poison gas island was demolished, the story changed, and it is now Bunny Island.
Oh, you made it to Bunny Island.
Okay, yeah. Because there's rabbits fucking everywhere.
It is now just covered head to toe in adorable bunny rabbits everywhere.
There are
like
so
thousands.
many.
Because they were testing rabbits, and then they just abandoned it.
Let them go.
So here's the deal. You're walking through like a poison gas factory and the poison gas museum and all this shit, right? And then you get to the part where they talk about the rabbits, and every single piece of literature and everyone at this hotel is like, no, these rabbits are totally indigenous to the island. They were always here. And you look at them and like, this is a rabbit you would get in a fucking pet store. This is not. This is not a wild rabbit.
And you're like, what about the poison gas? And they're like, you mean the rabbits? No, the poison gas, rabbits.
It's funny. You look at it, you think you pronounce it poison gas.
These lab mice are indigenous to this island.
Yeah, exactly.
So Matt,
these lab rabbits have always been here.
Yeah.
Matt, the way you describe that is exactly how it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like they
That's
don't
awesome.
like the people who live/work there don't even want to tell you where the poison gas museum is.
But that's super fun to go somewhere where they actually do act like that.
It's the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen. So the trick is that with these rabbits, all you have to do is shake a plastic bag, and they go nuts and swarm you like it's hell. But hell with like adorable little bunny rabbits.
Oh my god!
It's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
And there's tons.
Unfortunately,
like, there's a ridiculous amount.
There are thousands. There are so many of them.
It
It's
can't be
ridiculous.
overstated.
Japan's like an interesting place when it comes to that stuff, where it's like, so what's the truth behind what happened here? Fucking nothing. Buy a gift.
What truth?
What gift?
These lab rabbits are indigenous.
I'm sorry, I don't speak
Do you
English.
You know?
Do you want a hat with Usagi-chan on it?
Yeah. Or the poison hat. What?
You think that's
What?
weird? Try asking a cab driver where the suicide forest is.
Oh, come on. You didn't
What
ask
did you-
him
what
in
did you
those
say?
words, did you?
Did you use those
Moving
words?
along.
Did you use those words?
The video series ain't done yet.
Oh, did you use those words? That's the funniest fucking thing. That's the funniest
I
thing.
really want a video. I swear to God, I think I told Woolie that if you don't come back with a video of you inside the suicide forest going, yo, bitch, ghost, then you should probably get out of this YouTube thing.
Moving along.
Okay.
There's not much to move it along other than like I'm staying in a fancy hotel right now. The
Fancy.
Sheraton at Hiroshima is fucking 4-star. Dude,
4-star.
you should stay at fancy hotels.
Nah, man, I'd rather wear a yukata and chill in
I
the
wore the
bamboo
yukata.
backyard.
It came in my fancy hotel.
Yeah, they just give you that shit. It's filled with
It was
chocolate.
built in.
But do you get to contemplate emptiness and the nothingness that is reality?
He does that every
No,
night.
I drank a bottle of wine and stared out the window.
And stared at my feet.
Yeah, fair enough. Same thing.
Amazing.
That's pretty much it for my Cliff's Notes. Aside from one thing that I should mention, and I wonder, Liam and Woolie, I want to know if this happened to you. I didn't do anything special here at all, and I lost like
You went
11
to-
pounds.
Wow. That's interesting. Well, I don't know, man, because like from us eating out, I didn't really do anything, but every meal was rice and meat. There was very few veggies to be found.
Rice
I don't know.
rice-
To be honest,
yeah.
like, I don't pay that much attention to my weight, so it didn't really.
What an asshole.
I didn't really check.
Yeah, you wouldn't, Liam,
Oh.
you piece of shit.
Oh.
You scrawny, lithe motherfucker.
By the way, the place you're staying in, the hotel you're staying in, or just in general, I don't know if you've been to other, like, guest places or whatnot, but have you gotten, like, amazing sheets and comforters the entire time?
Yes.
Like, go check the thread count on that shit. It's
outstanding.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable thread
Count
count.
them yourself if you're not sure.
Anyway.
Also, of note, this hotel has a super toilet.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I finally used the super toilet.
Press the button, though. You press the button? You press the button! Yeah!
How are your cheeks doing? Ginger buns.
Isn't it?
I'm not a big fan of the button.
You don't like the button? The button's a life changer, man!
He's more of a 3 seashell kind of guy.
Oh.
It's definitely a life changer, but
He's more of a fist to the bum kind of guy.
I think I liked my life before.
Oh. You have no class, sir. You don't understand technology.
Okay, Woolie in his bathroom now has a spray bottle for his bum.
You gotta recreate the feeling somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
You just can't live without it anymore.
And you're just gonna plaster like a Gundam HUD around like your periffs, right?
You're just gonna get a super soaker and just learn.
Let it go.
Learn how to aim it.
Yeah. How do you even wipe
Remember
your
there was
butt
that
anymore?
super soaker with the nozzle at the end that you could turn to shoot around corners when people were trying to like fucking snipe you.
So you stand up, you 90-degree angle that shit.
Bam! Right in the kisser.
Done.
Fuck this podcast.
It's not a good one.
Hey guys, I hate to interrupt, but I gotta go, or else my hotel is going to kick me.
No worries, man.
For that little indiscretion.
It's cool. Thanks for the updates. Off.
I will be back with you next week.
Say it
all right.
On the podcast.
Yay.
All right, see ya.
Off to the bamboo forest with you.
Yeah, something
Take
like
care.
that. All right, you guys have a good rest of the
Try
podcast.
to have a good flight.
Yeah, try to have a good flight. Not possible, but try.
The flight wasn't that bad.
Okay, well,
everything else.
Try to have a good flight, regardless.
Will do.
Take care.
All right, see you
Bye-bye.
guys.
See you later. Bye.